Congratulations, everyone. You've been sitting here and just watching us fumble around, and we're streamers.
Yeah, we did it. We did it live.
We
All right.
did it live.
Ah,
Anyways.
you love to see it. Yeah, it's good now. Just
So
took us a
powerful.
second.
Yeah, it is good
all
now.
the
Yeah.
mod powers for this.
I know you have mod on every
All
channel.
the mod powers. She has the power.
Yeah. Use it wisely. Or don't.
I would like to request of the DM les map, please. Or maps, I guess I should say.
Yeah. I have Barovia. Yes. Barovia. Barovia. Morovia.
So I know we're supposed to like go see Strahd in his castle, but like, guys, it's been a while. Let's go back to Barovia Village.
Yeah, you're right.
Hey,
I like
you know,
this.
it's
I
right
like
there.
this.
Okay.
We should
Yeah.
really just, pay him a visit real quick. Yeah.
Yeah, there's still that child that's totally still alive, and I mean, they still have their doll. We
You're
really
right.
should find them.
Yeah.
They're
For
dead
sure.
as
For
fuck.
sure.
Not dead.
Mhm.
This is
They're
very
dead
important.
as fuck.
Very, very
Children
important.
don't die in Barovia.
Oh
Nah,
my
that
god,
never
all the
happens
time. Are
here.
you kidding me? Being a child in
Yeah, none of
Barovia
them have
was
souls.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Some of them do, just to be reborn
Sheesh.
back into it again.
And that's literally a lore
Fine,
you
I'll
guys
drink
know.
I'll drink my
Yeah.
energy drink Celtic.
Like,
So mean to
only,
say.
what is it, like 20% of the people in the world
That's
have a
something
soul?
real low.
That's crazy.
Like 10 or 20% of
Okay,
the
there we
people
Most
in the
Barovians have
Barovia
no
world
soul.
have a soul.
That's wild.
I did not recall this bit of information. Hmm.
I don't know the exact percentage wasn't, but you are aware that there are people that don't have souls.
Well,
Mhm.
I know that because I know that
okay,
was told to you
yeah,
guys.
Yeah, well, I mean,
It's
Vasilka
a
doesn't
really
have
low
a soul.
percentage of people that actually have souls in the world of Barovia.
Mhm.
That's
Just all the
unfortunate for them.
people you happen to meet do. So
Hey!
Crazy.
We meet the interesting
I mean, let's be honest.
We
Oh, you
are.
could
Let's be
Exactly.
honest.
The people
it's
you've
the,
met aren't
People are,
people from
like,
this world, so
boring.
It's
Like,
the
they
DM's
don't-
excuse for not having to flesh out all the individual NPCs that we pass by.
The module
You know,
excuse to
I was
not
gonna say
have to
that's the
spell out.
module's
Yes.
reasoning for not making me have to do that.
Yeah, there.
Fair.
Mhm.
Fair is fair. Anyways, we ready?
Yeah. Very understandable.
right.
I'm
I
ready.
guess so.
Last time when we left off, we had some tender moments the night prior, and then all of you decided to jump off a cliff.
Yeah. You're not
It
wrong.
happens.
I'm
Well-
not wrong.
Yeah.
It was a bridge,
Well,
technically,
Mom,
not a
not
cliff.
wrong.
I have my answer.
If all your friends jump off the
Um,
bridge.
We
you
flew
do too.
off a
Yes, we
cliff.
did,
Thank
actually.
you very much.
Yes, you're not wrong, but at the same time, if everybody jumped off a cliff, would you follow? Apparently, in this party, yes.
Yeah, why not? I
Look,
guess.
But we
Sophie
flew.
was really like, okay, hear me out. We jump off a cliff.
This
We were
party's
like,
just a
that
bunch of
sounds like a
lemmings.
fantastic idea.
I see
The
no
only
problem.
person-
If it was
There was
just
only
Sophie,
one person.
no.
There was just one person who was against the idea. It was me, and she got roped into doing it anyways. And technically,
Yeah.
we shouldn't have even been able to do it that same day. But we're gonna ignore that.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah.
So, you guys made a rather interesting shortcut to the bogs of Beraz.
Mhm.
And very quickly realized why it's called a bog,
Mhm.
as many of you sunk in the muck and marshy landscape.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You guys began to continue to make your trek through and went to go set up camp for the night when you were suddenly attacked by swarms of wasps,
Oh yeah, that
which
happened.
didn't get to do anything cool
Yeah.
because they all got killed very
Yeah.
quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
not sorry.
I literally think I may have hurt Mikael once.
Yeah.
I think I hit him once.
Not today, bees.
Wound?
I
A
really.
Yeah,
Yes.
well, but some of that was self-inflicted.
Well,
That's true. Actually,
know.
you yourself.
Oh,
4 of that was self-inflicted. 7 of it I
True.
inflicted.
Never mind.
You know.
I do need to. I need to know. By the way, DM. Those are just beasts, right?
You don't. You
Wasps?
can't. What? You
Yeah.
can't. Wild shape into a swarm.
Yeah, it's
Well,
a
a swarm.
swarm. That was
Yeah.
that was a
I
swarm.
can't
mean, you could
wild
be
shape into a swarm, but
I guess you could use a small
could-
wasp as a form now. Sure.
yeah. Thanks.
technically.
Thanks.
Just not.
I
the
thought about wild
swarm.
shaping into one of them. Just because, like, I looked around and I was like, I'm really not needed here. I could fuck
Maybe
around.
The wasp.
I don't.
Yeah.
Blend in.
Yeah,
can't
exactly.
logic
They
that
wouldn't
you
attack
can't.
me, right?
I
Right?
don't know. I don't know.
I
Become a
did-
bug.
Maybe.
Errant.
Yeah.
One errant fireball
into their
later.
hive mind,
Ah,
perhaps.
I mean, you have
Ah.
1 HP, so
Yeah.
it
There's
that
wouldn't take
issue.
much to kill you.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
you could. If they had half HPs, I'd give it a half HP, but you get 1 HP.
Oh, they get
Yeah.
at least one. Give them some
Yeah,
credit.
give me one.
Jeez.
Well, I'm talking
Yeah.
about a wasp in general.
Just
Unless-
don't hit me
Unless
with
you're a
that
cockroach. If you're a
overkill.
cockroach, you got like 5, because those things are ridiculously
No,
good
100
at
HP for a
surviving
cockroach.
as a bug.
Hmm.
All right, fair.
That's my logic with that one.
Cockroaches have 100 HP.
Do I
or
get
something like that.
do I get radiant resistance? You know, they can like survive a nuke or whatever, right?
You just get resistance.
So
Yeah.
There's no kind, it's just resistance. Even a Vorpal blade doesn't kill you.
I would also like to point out that that
Oh.
was the second watch of all of our watches. We have not
Yeah,
had
we
a third
still
watch
have-
yet.
Yes,
Oh,
I was
wow.
going to get to
Mikael
that.
and
We
Irina
just
were
got
our third
sidetracked.
watch,
Yes,
so-
Mikael and Irina are the last
that's
2 of the watch.
right.
That's why they're up separated.
I almost forgot.
I wrote it down.
Yep.
And I mean,
wrote it
that
down
was
too.
basically the session. It was a pretty short session last time because we had
Mhm.
time constraints, much like tonight.
Yes.
But we're getting started earlier. So, okay.
Let's go.
Excuse me.
Let's go.
So,
Let's go.
I turn it over to you. I need the perceptions.
Perception.
Perception.
That's a
You
wild
do have
thing
D
to
plus
ask
5.
me for. Yeah. I listen like I always do. Ooh, not that
Ah.
it fucking matters.
Whoa.
Ugh, that's rough.
Rolling.
got wasps
Plus
in your
5
ears
to
at
that.
night.
Plus 5 to that.
That
Yeah,
includes
yeah,
the plus
yeah.
5. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Well,
oh,
never mind.
Well, Irina got a
Ah.
decent score, so.
Ayo,
Thank
Irina,
goodness
let's
one of us
go.
was paying attention.
And that's with the plus 5 as well. I just want to clarify.
Mm.
It's a good thing we had our nightly combat already.
You don't know.
It's
could be
almost
that.
like
Yeah.
the 2 people who are
Wasps
quasi fight.
part
Well, one who is a
2?
fighter, one's a quasi fighter, are basically the same in perception skills.
Quasi barbarian.
You know.
Yeah,
Yeah. well,
the same kind of
no.
stat distributions, though.
So
Anyways.
so instead of
Wise
dealing
soul.
with a swarm of wasps, we get a swarm of bees.
Wow.
Not the bees.
Look, we gotta save the bees.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Ah.
True.
Wasps can go.
Yeah, we can
fuck
kill
off.
wasps. We can't kill bees.
But bees we have to save.
Oh, God.
Unless they decide to sting you, then that's kind of their fault.
Well, if
Yeah.
a bee stings you, it's gonna die anyway. So
That's what I
Depending
said.
on
I
which
mean,
bee.
it's their fault.
Yeah.
yeah.
Anyway, so currently it has quieted down. You do not hear any buzzing or any other sort of noise currently. Everybody else is kind of bedding down for the night again. As you begin your watch.
Cool.
Bless? No, that was a
Oh,
cough.
sorry.
wasn't
Just
it?
had to hack up a lung
Yeah.
so quickly.
Okay.
Mikael's kennel
Oh.
cough.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking terrible.
I couldn't resist. I'm sorry.
Terrible.
I'm
Mean to
sorry.
me. Very mean to me. Well, do you have anything to talk about the arena?
Not particularly. Particularly. I
Particularly.
can't say that word without an
It's
accent, let
hard.
alone with an accent.
Wait, let's just try particularly.
Uh-huh.
I
It's
also
not an
can't
easy
say
word to say in that
Particularly.
accent.
Particularly.
Okay, well, say it in the accent.
Particularly.
Particularly.
I have to really
Particularly.
concentrate
You have
to
to
say
really
it.
focus on each syllable.
Oh.
Look,
Every
this is
syllable.
what happens every single time as I talk with Nash when I try to use any big words. It's like, oh. Anyways.
Yeah.
Well, me neither. I might have if we were doing it 2 weeks ago, but now I don't remember if I
don't
had anything to talk
remember.
about.
I had something for Irene to ask you about too, and I don't remember what it was.
I have a feeling that I did have something, but I don't know what it is. So
There.
I'm fine.
Oh, let me see. Let me see. I think I can come up
It's
with
okay,
something.
you
I
okay?
want Irina to have some sort of conversation here.
You know,
She
I
doesn't
like
ever
Irina
get
so
to have
much.
initiate conversations.
You never said anything to talk about.
I know. I'm just trying to think of. I have.
And I'll
something.
actually
Hold
listen
on.
to her because I love her. Unlike some people.
I
Whoa.
listen to
Who
Irina.
could you be talking
I
about?
like Irina.
Irina's my friend.
Who could you
I like
possibly be
Irina.
talking about?
It's definitely Tenkinos.
What?
Some old Strahd notes here. That's sort of funny. I was thinking maybe I
Ah.
wrote something down. I did not.
I
I have some ancient
Irina.
cursive Strahd notes from when
Yeah,
I was
nothing else
writing
other
it.
than you guys have the last watch next time. That's all I wrote down for that.
Listen,
so, no
I cheer
idea.
on Irina every single combat, okay?
Mhm.
Look, I think she's a person.
And you're right. He
At
is a
least
person.
Well, I
It's just
mean,
that,
that's
that's
better
good.
when he thinks of Vasilka half the time. So.
That's true.
That is true. He does like Irina more than Vasilka.
Hey,
That
at
is
least he
very true.
cheers. At least he cheers Vasilka on. It's hard
She
not
kills
Just
to.
because she has
people.
80% of our kill
She
count.
can
Yeah.
bonk
Vasilka
Sophie
somehow
so
fucking murders.
easily if she chose to.
Yes.
See, Vasilka's the
She
silent
really
protagonist.
could.
She could kill all of
Yeah.
us. It's actually quite terrifying.
I think she could, and I think she would
She
do it before
almost
you
did.
could kill
Solution,
her.
I fly.
That is true. She very easily got one berserk and just, yeah.
Yeah, she almost killed me.
She did. She did.
How about this, DM?
Okay, I was gonna say otherwise I've got something.
Oh no, then you go. You want it? I want to hear what Irina has to say.
You said you have never been down here, correct?
Nope.
Neither have I, but I do know that this city used to. It used to be a big city.
Really?
Kind of.
That is what I was going to ask you.
I mean, it was a decent size. It was bigger than Barovia. Although I guess that's not saying much, has it?
Well, of the 3 places, it is one of them.
Wow.
True, but 3 out of
Just
3
saying, there's
is
only
not a
3.
great
So
size.
it's not like, it's bigger than any of the in-between
You're
spots.
not wrong. But I
Bigger
know
than
it was a
camp.
big city at one point, but I wonder what happened to it. I
Oh.
wonder how it became this way.
Looking around, maybe a brain, or
Wow.
hey,
You know what? Right, I'm asleep.
you're asleep, or are you?
Or are you?
God.
Sophie is talking in her sleep over there.
Honk shoe, honk shoe.
Wait, keep staying up. It's crazy.
Oh, damn.
Is Richard awake?
I am asleep.
Now your perception is
Sophie
off.
is
That
asleep.
works.
Yeah.
I am
Actually-
asleep.
No, she is asleep this time. Still, sometimes she stays awake. It's creepy.
Oh, that is creepy. I don't think I've ever seen her do that. Have I? I think I have. I don't remember now.
Who can
Oh
say?
no. I don't remember. Now get it out of my head.
I think
Creepy
we're
guy.
okay. I think you're okay.
I would think so too. But
Yeah.
gotta make jokes.
It's not quite
Well,
that bad.
try to make jokes. I'm not as good at it as he's Mark.
Oh yeah, he's funny. I wouldn't have.
He thinks
pegged
he
him.
is.
That can be funny.
It is when he, tries to be funny and then screws it up and ends up being funny. It works.
Okay. Well, that works in its own way.
That sounds like a
True.
win-win condition to me.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Yeah.
It has to have. I mean, this is a lot of water. This would be a lot of rain.
I don't know. It had to be something.
Had to be. I
Crazy.
mean, there is the river. I don't even think there's that much water in the river either.
Yeah, but maybe if I don't know. Magic? I don't understand magic much.
You and I both. Everybody's at it casting spell. You cast one the other day, though.
Okay, I can guess a little bit, but it's not. I don't like read about it.
Okay.
I just say I'm not like I'm not like Sophie or like Zila, like Dorosta, or like Carriage.
I do it. What is up with Sophie?
I don't know
I don't either.
at all. I feel like I've seen the least of any of it, but all that I've seen has been creepy.
You're not wrong. Which is it just me, or is it concerning that nobody else aside from you, I, and Hydrogen seem to be bothered by it?
No, I think. Well,
As far as I know, anyway.
I'm pretty sure Zila's pretty bothered by it. Or at least by.
I mean, I thought she was bothered by it, but I mean, she was quiet, but she's always quiet. So,
No, I think she's bothered by it.
I mean, I would
Dorosta
hope so.
also, I think, is sort of bothered by it. At least a little bit. She is harder to read.
I would imagine probably. She seems like a good person. I don't know about Hydrogen. He's a mystery.
That didn't make sense. What do you mean?
I mean, he's a bunny who walks on ceilings.
Yeah. Because he's like
That's-
vampire or whatever, you know.
I understand what he is. It's still weird.
I think it makes perfect sense.
She's gonna roll an insight on you because she's like that. What? How does that make sense?
Because he's hot.
She
It's
doesn't
not
know
hot.
what
He's
everybody else
cute.
seems to know.
He's cute.
Oh no, he's hot.
Go ahead
Ow!
Go ahead and roll what you think it might be. Whatever you want to roll. If you
Or
just want to roll
have a set
D20 too, that's
DC
fine
in your
too.
head.
I'm just
Or
gonna
if you
roll
have a DC.
20.
Yeah, just roll a d20. Yeah.
Jesus.
D20.
Oh.
Jesus.
Well,
Oh.
You have some pretty
Alright. Um.
at this moment, I think.
I
Well,
love it. Wow.
7 does beat it too.
yeah, that's
Even
that's
if
a
I did
nat
add any of my
nat
stats to
one
it.
with proficiency.
That's incredible.
Wow.
She has a
Wow.
+6 to insight.
Wow.
She's decently insightful.
Mhm.
She's wise. She's not smart.
Pretty early.
Okay, so what does she get from this?
I think Kyla's being like purely honest in this moment. Harrigan makes sense to him because he likes Harrigan, and so it makes sense to him that he is a rabbit that can transform into things and walk on ceilings.
You know,
It's just like, yeah, that's what Harrigan
that's
does.
fair.
And he's
Yeah,
my-
that.
I like Harrigan, so I don't care. Like,
You know, I respect that. And Irina, I think, is going to be even more confused by it, but I respect that.
They say
I think
love
I
is
just doesn't care
blind.
that he's weird. Like,
Yeah.
that is also
Aw.
weird. It's true.
Aw, I love it.
You're not wrong.
Aw.
Look. Oh, Well, let me guess if he makes sense to you. I
I don't know.
don't know how, but okay.
You're weird, but okay.
I was equally confused by her not understanding. It's like, yeah, it just makes sense.
Yeah, I think of that. She's like, okay, like she just kind of loses her like, like any thoughts she had of what to continue the conversation, because I just
Incredible.
completely threw her for a loop.
It's,
Ah.
I think Miko's gonna pull out his
see.
lute that he hasn't pulled out in a hot minute.
Mm.
Oh.
Very
Hey,
quietly,
Music.
just kind of try to remember any songs about this place.
Okay.
Or
Go ahead
Anything
and
else
roll
that
me
would be
what
fun.
is it? Perform, right?
I've got a storytelling.
Storytelling. Yeah, that would work.
Okay. Because I
I'll
do have a
allow
whole
it.
special stat for the storytelling class.
That is true. That is true, Vistani. You do have
So
that.
I gotta
extra
push
stat.
for it sometimes.
Okay.
Mm.
Let me bring up. Let me see here. Let me see if I can give you some
I
juicy
think I already failed a
lore that
history
you would
check, so
know.
I don't mind if I don't get anything. But you know,
I mean, you wouldn't
I remember the
necessarily
old
get.
tales.
Yeah, you would get things of like. So you could remember like old tales from like. Kind of like nursery rhyme type of things, like London Bridge is falling down.
More.
Technically, it's a true historical basis,
Yeah.
but like that's not an actual necessarily
actually know
true
that,
rhyme.
yeah.
It's just it's based in historically.
Mhm.
So that's the kind of stuff that you get. You get the like kind of the understanding of like older songs of talking about the, there was a city, it was a big, a great city. It was flooded somehow or destroyed.
The song. can be
And
big.
it's not like it's it's one of those weird songs of like, it's not necessarily like a children's rhyme, but it's just one of those like stories kind of telling of the past of something, but then it kind of just ends with the city no longer being around, like not existing.
A
So
is
it's
for
not really much
Arkansas,
more than what you-
B is for bugs.
Not really much more than what you've already found out about the place, but you do remember that there are some
I
things.
have a little song about it. That
Yeah,
rules.
I'm not gonna write one for it, so
It doesn't need to actually exist.
Nope.
Just in our heads.
yep. I am not a Sam Riegel. I am not writing songs about random things.
Why? All right.
The bogs of Perez are there's flooding now, flooding now, flooding now. The bogs of Perez is flooding now. Oh shit, there's Strahd.
Very good.
That's
Thank you.
amazing.
Nah, it's just a simulacrum.
Thank
Don't
you.
worry.
There is a D&D group. I think I said this. There's a D&D group that I listen to do this. That their recap every week is a guy who writes a poem about last week's adventure,
Ooh.
That's fun.
and he reads the poem as their recap.
Cute.
Cool.
I'm like, you have way more talent than I do.
Mm.
I
Also
can't write a
time.
poem one anytime. All right, you guys. The rest of your excuse me, watch continues on without problem. And you guys begin to see the morning come. It's not super bright out, despite what the lights are showing you. Because I wanted to be able to see on the map. Because of the overhang of the trees, it is considerably dark still.
Okay.
So when you guys wake up around what Sophie would know to be about 8 a.m.,
Mhm.
it may as well be 4 a.m. It's just darkness because while the sun is starting to crest over the horizon, you can't see because you're in a marshland full of trees. So it is not
Indeed.
tall enough to be up above the trees to allow light to come in through the canopy. That's the word I'm looking for.
Gotcha.
Cute.
Okay.
And you're also in a valley between mountains, so it doesn't come in from the sides either. You're just kind of out of luck till it's above over your head.
Lovely.
Sir DM, could you click the long rest button, please?
Yeah.
If we have indeed had a long rest.
I mean, yes, you would have a long rest by this point.
Yay.
You guys wake up and begin your morning preps.
Anything in the book?
Yeah, I need.
No, there is not.
Cool. Awesome.
And I like candles in a
Lovely.
bog.
Why don't you roll me
I will float your candles above the water.
I will help.
I will hold
Okay,
one.
I guess
Never
that
mind.
yes,
then.
technically
Rock the
you
wind.
can.
Woo!
I
Psionics!
sit my butt down in this bog and I start my things. Oh, cool. Awesome.
Hell yeah.
Wet cat.
One
butt.
thing to keep in mind: you are running low on candles.
Shit.
Oh God.
Because you've been using basically the same candles since you picked
Since
them
we
up.
got to Barovia.
So
Oh.
they are not much left. You've got a handful of days at best left of these candles.
They're getting a little stubby, a little short.
Yeah, they're not much left of them.
You know,
Your
I hear
ritual
that
thing
we can
needs to
make.
be sped up.
I hear that you can make candles out of earwax, but I've never tried it.
Ew.
If you find a way, please
Yeah.
let me know.
If
Because
you
this
can
is
make
getting a
12
little bit
candles
dressed.
out of your earwax, I'll be
Dude,
impressed.
that is
Have you
something
seen the
that
size of my
I'm
ears?
impressed, to be honest.
That is something that Shrek would be impressed with. Not
Honestly,
gonna lie.
Yes. Yeah,
That's
Shrek could do it.
he made one out of his
I
earwax.
think he made
One. He
One?
made one.
two. One.
Didn't he make two? Two ears?
No, he made
No, I think it was
one.
just the one. Yeah.
Uh,
I thought it was two at first too.
Anyways.
okay. Yeah. I need this one?
Also, rabbit ears still only have a hole down at their base. The
Yeah,
rest
I
of it is just skin.
I know.
Like, it's not like that's all hole filled with earwax.
No, that's
That
not
would be
what I meant.
gross.
You know, I have idea. Oh, I have idea.
Okay,
This?
so with the help of your allies and friends, the ritual. You were able to do your ritual. Harrigan is prepping his spells. Mikhail's
Once I
prepping
finish
his
my ritual, I will make my butt
2
dry.
spells. I think
The
he can
spell.
cast.
There.
Yes.
Dry butt now. We're all good.
Yes, I was right.
I was about to say, after helping DeRosa with her ritual thing, Zila's gonna go to the jacket that she was using to lay on over the night and just kind of shake it out a little bit before also remembering that she could also do prestidigitation.
Me just like to my own self, just poof.
And she's like,
much better.
right, I can do that
This
now.
spell is so useful. Very
Yeah.
nice.
Very. But she also looks and sees that there's some spots thinning
Mm.
because plasmoid skin.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Membrane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I mean, the same concept.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, your clothes you've been wearing have started to get a little bit thin in some spots.
Yep.
As unlike Zophie, your stuff is not magically protected from that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Zila will frown at it, but put on her jacket just as she normally does.
All right. And you all will begin to set off. And make your trek if you go to the Barovia map. You will see where the party token is.
Mm-hmm.
I need survival check
From?
from whoever is leading the party through this bog.
I would
I
also
will
like to.
assist if Mikhail does so.
Yeah. Or I can assist you.
Survival?
Survival.
I mean,
Okay.
survival is a
Don't you
wisdom
have like a
stat.
bonus or something to it?
I'm not proficient in survival.
Okay, then never mind. I'll make that.
Yeah.
But I just thought
I-
I was
It
just
is-
remembering,
He
I
has
think.
Yeah.
he gets advantage on the
Yeah.
check to find a safe place for you guys when you're
Oh,
traveling
okay,
on
that's what I
ground.
was thinking of. I was
Yeah.
due to a feat that he has.
No, that's is that
Or
a feat?
yeah, I think it was a feat.
That's just the class, isn't it?
or class
Was
ability.
it
One of the two.
mixing?
Yeah.
I would
Okay.
like to
That
keep
might
an
work.
eye out for anything strange trying to approach us, kind of like the wasps.
Okay.
If you want me to make a perception, I
Yeah, since you're actively looking.
can. Yeah.
I will assist Zila.
Okay, let me re-roll that.
I tried to say it before the roll finished.
There we go.
Okay.
That's better.
Oh my god.
Alrighty.
I mean, technically, that is lower than my passive, but oh well.
Yeah, sometimes that's just how that works.
I want to watch for anything natural landmarky that pops up.
Okay. With a 16, you guys are kind of able to get in kind of around this area-esque. Now, I will say, bear in mind, while that there is water running through here, this is not like deep, deep water. It is standing pools of water because it's a bog.
If you pointed somewhere, we couldn't see it.
I was just in general talking about this specific area on the map.
We
Mm.
moved
It was
to
not
here,
a specific.
basically, from there to
Okay.
there, basically.
I hadn't gotten the map up yet.
Oh, yeah, you move from there to there.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, these like puddle-ish things are just like small. I don't want to say ponds because it's not. They're not really that. They're not that deep. But I guess that's the only word for them. They're just small bodies of shallow, stagnant water.
Gross.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Gross.
a bog. It doesn't.
Yeah.
It's not nice looking.
Again, I wanted to go a different way through here, but here we are.
It doesn't smell great either.
Good.
It's not like it's not enough to trigger any sort of con save or something like that because it's not a putrid smell. But if you're ever around standing water or like
Yep.
stuff like
Yep.
that, like that's the kind of smell you're getting all over the place.
Yeah.
And you all now smell like it too.
Prestidigitation once we get out of here, D,
Lovely.
huh?
So,
Okay.
you get to about here as the darkness begins to set in. Let's see, what is... okay. You aren't seeing anything standing out coming around at all. You don't hear anything, you don't see anything. Everybody roll me perception.
Ooh. Okay.
My
It's not
listening
Yeah.
or
hearing.
seeing?
Mm.
Okay.
This is
Hell
purely
yeah.
a sight one.
Fuck, I
Have to
can't
check.
roll today.
No, I get it. This is a purely a sight.
Jesus, Harrigan. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Wisdom
That's
caster.
Wild.
Double proficiency.
Wild.
Yeah.
Oh, that also
Yeah.
helps, yeah.
Expertise. It's
Yeah.
good.
It really
Yeah.
is.
First level
Okay.
rogue. Let's go.
Nice.
Above a
So, the two that got over 20
Uh-huh.
somehow.
Mhm.
You do begin to see some chunks of rock strewn throughout the area as you begin to get closer.
Okay.
I would recommend we camp here for the night.
Yeah.
I can help us sleep well on some rock.
No, it's fine. I have the spell ready today. It'll give us a dry area. We'll be able to get
Oh.
good sleep tonight.
What spell is that?
The same one I used when we were going down the mountain.
Oh.
Steven's
Well,
tiny hut.
Yeah.
Eh,
Let me pull up the verbiage of the spell for you. Spell and other magical effects don't expend. Skip down. Where's the line that says? Let's see. Yeah, okay. The atmosphere inside of the space is comfortable and dry, regardless of the weather outside.
Lovely.
Hmm?
So there's like a layer of bog water against the side of the spell.
Gross.
Ew.
I have something to augment that if we want to stay above the water.
Well, I mean, it'll stay dry regardless. It'll keep the water out. But what were you thinking?
Well, I was thinking of stone shape on some of these rocks and kind of make essentially a platform on stilts to kind of keep us off.
I mean, we can. Weirdly, I think the mushy ground's gonna be softer and more comfortable. Though, whoever has last shift is gonna wake up to, bog when the spell ends.
What are you talking your spell?
Yes, well, once it ends, the water will come back into the area, and,
Well,
it's a way to wake
Nice.
up.
yeah.
Have we asked why there are rocks here specifically? Are they supposed to be here? Or are these not normal rocks for a bog?
I'm glad you asked.
Is there anything strange about these
I
rocks
Ask
now that
everybody,
they're being
because I am not
now
good at
that they're being
nature.
pointed out because a few of us did not roll high enough? Yeah, is there anything
yeah.
special
Roll
about these
nature.
rocks?
Are you sure?
Let's all look at the rocks together.
Why is
God.
nature int, bro? I looked over. I was like, I only have a +5. It's so stupid.
Move over,
I
buddy.
can't roll today. I can't roll
It's so
today.
stupid.
Okay.
I've been rolling sub 10 today.
Ouch.
Oh, right, the
I
rocks.
don't
So-
know what that is.
Well,
Drosta, Mikael, Zophie.
uh-huh.
The DC was a 13, unfortunately, Joey.
Damn.
Fucking int, man. It's
Just
so
under what my
stupid.
DC was.
Isn't it? Isn't it though, Joey? Isn't it?
It is kind of dumb. I will agree with that. In a
Well, I
druid
got a 12,
specifically
so
case.
I don't get this either. So
I thought you.
no, I got a
Oh,
12.
I saw your other Drosta up top. Okay, so
No, that was
never
my looking
mind.
for other stuff.
Just Zophie and Mikael.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sorry, I saw the 14 up there with perception. I thought that was the nature.
I wish it was a 14. That'd be awesome.
So just
only.
you two. You two look around, and Zophie, it makes sense that you would know a little bit more about this. These are not natural formed rocks. These rocks were hewn at some point in time. They've been weathered and worn and chipped, but there are signs of like chisel having been
Okay.
used on these at some point in time. They're very worn and
Sure.
you know, overgrown mossy stuff now.
Yeah.
But at one point in time, these rocks were hewn into some sort of shape. They're relatively squared off, but not completely.
Okay.
Okay.
I share this with the party.
Yep.
Would
Yeah.
anybody like to make sure that they're not cursed or something? I don't know, chiseled with some sort of weird hex. Can we touch them?
Let's see.
I would like to
here.
investigate to see if there's any stuff on it. I'm just gonna look. I'm not gonna touch.
Okay. Yeah, you're welcome to investigate and try to find more information on them.
Holy shit!
You cannot roll.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Okay, devices. There does not seem to be any.
Wow.
There's not seem to be anything that is
Let
pinging on your radar
let me
currently.
let me take a closer look at this.
Don't touch it.
Sure. I won't touch it, but I will take a closer look because apparently I
Yeah.
can only roll above 20s right now.
So, Zophie, as you look around, and let's see, inside is wisdom, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Okay. I was trying to roll for Vizoka too to see what she got, and I couldn't remember.
Wait, why are we rolling insight?
To try to gain insight into what these rocks are for.
You can
Okay.
insight rocks.
Oh, sorry. I was
Yeah, I
supposed-
didn't know. You
Sorry,
could
hold
insight
on.
rocks.
Investigation.
Yeah, I meant to roll investigation.
Are the rocks
It's
alive?
it's the same.
I didn't
number.
even. That,
It's literally
Yeah,
the
thank
same
you
that's why
for
you're
number.
like-
checking out on that because
That's why you're like.
It made
is
sense in
insight
my head.
wisdom?
No,
It made sense in
sorry.
my head, so I was like,
But-
"Oh yeah,
It's
no,
all
that's
good.
They're both a +6, so it doesn't matter.
okay. It doesn't matter." And this makes sense once again that Zophie would be aware of this because of where she's from. These definitely look like they were part of potentially a wall at some
Okay.
point. Or some type of stone structure similar to it. Whether that was a wall or a building or something like that. This was definitely intentionally carved in the shape to be stacked together.
Mikael, was
Mhm.
this place always a bog?
Oh, I thought we talked about this. There used to be like a town here.
Right. Do you know
It
what?
flooded a long time ago, but
Uh,
no,
Do
the
you know what-
details are sort of fuzzy.
oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the song I was singing about, don't you remember?
Right. Yes. Zophie remembers. Yes. She does. I'm bad.
Weren't we asleep?
I've been humming it all morning.
Oh, okay.
Sure, we'll go with it. Why
Sure.
not?
I think
Also,
whatever's
we've talked about this previously.
whatever's
Yes,
left of
you have talked about the city having existed.
whatever's left of the town should be close. I think there used to be walls for it. I think it's best
Isn't
we
that one of
definitely.
our areas to travel to?
Yeah, it is. We should definitely rest before getting there tomorrow, though. We don't know what we're gonna find.
Gotcha.
Good idea.
Sounds like a good
Uh,
plan.
What is the radius of that spell that you can cast?
It is. Let me open back on Tiny Hut. A 10-foot
It-
radius.
Ah, perfect.
We're all nice and cozy together.
Yeah.
Tangled up.
Ta-da!
Yeah.
It's literally that big.
So, DM, what I'd
Mhm.
like to do is I would like to use stone shape twice to make 2 5x5 platforms. One of them just like maybe a foot or two off of the ground, and the other one like 4 feet off of the ground.
Okay.
I'd like to put those like side by side.
Okay. That's doable. I don't see why you couldn't. I think that that's totally
Okay.
doable.
Okay, cool. I would think if you were awake, you could stay up on the taller one to get like Overwatch or something. I don't know.
Hmm.
And between the two platforms, it'll be crowded, but we can all sleep side by side and be all warm and cozy together. If you don't prefer sleeping in the marsh.
Yeah, I'll take dry.
I'll take dry.
Clever.
Thank you.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Nice.
Why is my vision weird?
Because you're seeing the different
Am I-
maps. Here, let me
No.
give you.
Click onto me, and then see what happens.
Because there's
I
no
click
light
you
source.
and I see black and white.
Yeah.
There's no light source.
What? Oh, there's no light source on the map. Okay,
Yeah,
thank
dark
you.
vision.
Oh yeah, my bad. That happened when I was trying to figure out where this other random light source was that was earlier.
Mm.
I turned them off so I could narrow down where the light source was
okay.
that I was seeing.
Sorry. Continue. Anyways, roll what?
Those that are staying awake for the watch. I need a perceptions.
Who is up on
Who's
first
taking
watch?
first watch?
That is a good question.
I'll take first watch.
Mikhail, you should take first watch too.
I didn't want to monopolize anyone's time. Sure, I'll take first watch.
Okay, that's good with me, I suppose.
That's good with me, I guess.
I guess. Yeah, there's the fingers. I was doing that on my too.
You guess, huh? Hmm.
Anyways.
Hold. Okay, perception.
I mean, deception.
Why am I blind? There we go. What? Deception?
Oh, I'm inciting.
Oh, they're inciting your.
I didn't see that. What? There's no deception of the. I guess there is, isn't there? Huh?
Everyone get nice and cozy around this thing because
Yeah,
we're
I'd have to
supposed to
nat 20
be-
that.
we're supposed to be nice and cozy.
You're right.
Yeah.
Gotta
Yeah.
get real close together.
Here,
Real
we go.
close.
Perfect.
Yeah, really close together. There we go. That's good. Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Who the fuck?
that was 10. 100%.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Mom, they're messing with our token.
Damn.
Yum.
Damn.
Anyways, I'm sorry. Continue.
Okay.
There.
So Harrigan and Mikael are our first victims. I mean, watch takers.
Yeah,
I'm
they
sure-
sure are.
Yeah.
Ignore
They
this
sure
roll.
are.
This roll means
Yeah.
nothing.
Okay, sure. Uh-huh.
Holy fuck, Ted. You're so predictable.
Fuck you.
Get sleep, my dude.
Sleep is for the weak.
It is the Thursday, so you know.
Are you rolling deception to like fake being asleep right
No
now?
shit, Sherlock.
You should be stealth. Shouldn't that be stealth?
Yeah, that I think that should be a stealth roll.
It's the same. Actually, no. I have a plus on stealth.
Yeah.
Yes, let me help you.
Oh yeah. Actually, it's way higher. Here we go. Because of so many. Wow.
It's almost the same roll.
It's even better. It's a nat fucking one.
Yeah. It sure is. Anyways.
Incredible.
So both Mikael and Harrigan are fully aware that
Mhm.
Sophie is wide awake still.
Mhm.
I mean,
Wait, hold on. I've got this.
okay.
Pull out a good berry.
Mhm.
I need
Ah.
need some dexterity.
Yeah, I wonder how good your aim is.
All right, that's
Actual-
fair. That's
it's not
fair.
gonna be hard because you're not very far apart.
Don't roll
Ability
a one.
or save?
Ability check.
Okay. That does make sense.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Unnecessary.
Forehead.
Yeah.
Forehead.
But she's a blob right now, right? So it's like forehead part of the blob.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
It's
yeah.
directly on
Okay.
top.
Ah,
Directly
yeah.
on top.
Harrigan, come on! I'm having
They're
a
stacked up one by
hard
one.
time trying to get to sleep. Stop it.
probably you should keep trying.
Brother, if I don't roll a nat one, you're good. Or if I roll it,
That was close. That was close.
it was close.
Honestly,
It was
even with a
close.
nat one, you still would beat us.
Yeah.
Oh, I rolled the wrong stat.
Ah, history. The history of me not sleeping. There you
Oh,
go.
that's
There
better
you
than
go.
the one
It's
you
the
just
same
don't on
roll.
my screen.
Same dice roll.
Alright, fine. Jeez.
Sorry, you looked hungry.
No, you have a
Thanks.
Have a
He's more
midnight
thirsty.
snack.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think he's more thirsty.
Damn.
Yes.
Alright.
Oh, I
So
see.
people go to sleep.
Night, Sophie.
Good night.
Let the
Sophie.
couple have their
Rest.
time.
Yeah.
God.
Good night. I'm gonna go get a drink. I'm out of liquid.
Yeah,
He
He's
was
angry.
thirsty.
he was thirsty.
He was
Actually thirsty though.
Anyways, and now you guys start
Anyway.
smooching.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, they went smooching at the 10-foot by 10-foot circle, but you know, you guys can do what you want to do. I guess it's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see why not. I don't see why not.
Nope.
The
What?
fuck was that?
What was that?
What was that?
That
She was
the
deciding to
Silco.
see if she can read the room. She cannot.
That's fine.
Oh, Vasilka, I love that.
She
for
was
you,
trying to
though.
read the room. She utterly failed.
Good for her. You gotta try.
I
Well, it's more of
love that
like,
she's not
Is she
understanding
going to
what's
be
going on.
aware of what's happening? Is she going to make any sort of effort to not pay attention? No, she thinks that you guys are just going to have a pleasant conversation. So she's like, all right.
And we are.
Very pleasant. Anyways.
I don't know if there's much conversation I have,
Whoa.
but I have an idea. Hey, Mikhail, I am really far behind on this book. Do you mind keeping an eye out for the both of us?
Some things don't need words.
Amen, Tank. What I'm gonna do, what's your positioning on this platform right now?
I think we're sitting next to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe like it's like a taller platform, right? I think like his legs are like hanging off the side. It's just sort of.
Okay. I think I can work
Yeah.
with this.
What
So
do you want it to
Harrigan,
be?
no, that I think works. Harrigan like crawls over to the edge, pulls out his book. He like rolls onto his back and uses your lap as a pillow for him to just start reading.
I love this.
Me too. But I'm not awake for it.
You can enjoy it without being awake, Ted. Let them
But-
have their moment.
Oh, as I'm sitting there just reading, I kind of go, "Oh yeah, by the way, dark vision.
Oh,
Yeah,
very
yeah.
helpful. Thank
yeah,
you.
that should help. Yup, there you go."
Mikael is like so still.
wait, I need an insight check on that. Hold on.
I love this. I
It
love
rolled off.
everything
What
You
did I
should now
get?
have dark
It would
vision.
have been a 3.
Yes, great.
This
Would have
is
been
such
a
good
total
present
of
to me.
12 for that. Hold on. There you go. That's
Jesus.
even worse. An 11.
Oh my god, meets it beats it, you know.
Let's go. What's the vibe? Are you just like, are you stiff? Like, I don't want
Yeah,
to disturb
what kind of
him, or
stiff?
like, oh my god, Tank. just like that awkward, like, oh god.
I think yeah, like awkward teenager. Like, what do I do?
Aw.
Can't move or something. Will change.
It's the cat rule. The cat's laying on you. You're not allowed to
Yeah,
move.
yeah. You know, I'm not an actual rabbit. You don't have to be like afraid of me being skittish or anything.
That's not. Everything's fine.
Okay. Well, as long as you're comfortable, I'm quite happy with this condition right now. It's making reading the book very easy. Thank you.
Anytime.
Hey, what's this word here?
Impudent?
What are you doing, Zila? Go to bed. God, here, take a good Betty. Yeet.
Zila's asleep. This is just a
Anybody
cat.
who's awake just gets a good race slapped in your face.
Zila is asleep. Zila is asleep. I'm sorry. I was trying to help the player. I was trying to help Megan figure out what you were trying to say. I'm sorry.
We all had no clue,
Yeah.
actually. So
I was just spitballing to try to help Megan. I'm sorry. I'll shut up.
Hey.
All right. You guys begin your watch, resting and relaxing and reading.
2 hours, 2.5.
You begin to hear a buzzing sound
Fuck
God
damn
me.
it.
God.
coming from the north, northwest.
Ah,
Shit, it's wasps.
are you sure? We're not just going stir crazy, right? The
Either that
swamp
or
and all
something
that.
else is buzzing.
Ah, shit. Hey, guys, wake up.
What?
Let's
My,
More
go,
bees.
God.
not the
Oh,
bees.
All right. Zila
Uh,
stands up. Where are they coming from?
That away.
Northwest.
All right. Well, we might just be able to avoid them. The spell should keep them out. Creatures are barred from entering.
Did you wake us up?
Sit.
Oh, are they?
Yes.
Yeah, I did
Yes.
wake
Here,
you up.
let me just copy
Just put my
and
glass away.
paste.
This is true. Yeah.
So unless they can dispel magic.
Okay, then go back
That's
to sleep.
assuming
Very
that these are
fancy bees.
creatures.
I assume a wasp is a
I
creature.
assume it's a creature.
I hope so.
Do you mind if
Listen,
I stay
it
up
gets
until?
close and it's a witch, then we'll tell you.
Do you mind if I stay up until we make sure that it's gone, just so that you're not alone?
Do what you like.
Yeah, sure. I'm
Oh.
sure they're going to do something and probably
Um,
make some noise anyhow.
Wake me up when I'm getting stung.
I think the stinging will do that.
Yeah, I would hope. You can feel pain, can't you?
She's back asleep.
Okay.
To answer your question,
So the rest of
yes,
us- you-
we can.
You'll take care of
That's
this.
been
I trust
pretty
you.
obvious.
Yeah.
I can assure you we can.
Other Huh.
I'm waiting for the buzzing sound, DM.
Okay.
I'm
As
sleeping.
you begin to hear the buzzing noise get closer and closer. The buzzing continues
Bees.
toward your
would-
direction.
I would like to ready an action if it does indeed successfully sting one of us.
And it kind of sits there. And if I so what is the color that you have chosen for this?
Hmm?
Huh?
opaque.
What color?
Oh,
Depending
the
on
last
color you
sentence.
choose.
Yeah.
Oh.
The dome is opaque from
uh,
the outside of any color you choose.
Usually it's like a
swamp
watchable
water
color.
colored.
Ooh, delicious.
Hmm.
So it's like a
So
brownish green.
yeah, so it looks
Body
like a
brown
dome of
green.
water.
Gross.
Yeah. You see them, they come up to it and then begin to make their way away.
Can I
Okay, good
maybe-
night, y'all. Go
can
back
I
to
maybe
sleep.
determine if they were scouting?
Roll insight.
Sure. I have not been rolling well tonight. Okay, that's good for me. Hard to tell, though, I
It's-
imagine.
Yeah, it's not easy to tell because they're tiny. And it's just a giant swarm of them that came buzzing up.
The little pea
Look-
faces are like,
They were kind of right next, like if you would have stuck your hand out, it would have been inside the wasps.
Yeah.
They were right on top of the dome, and then they turned around and started flying the other direction away.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go to sleep now, seeing as it seems to have worked.
You know, as much as I want to read this book, I kind of have an idea.
What?
Should I go see where they're coming from?
Do you really think that's a smart idea in the middle of the night?
In the middle of the night? No, but it's an opportunity I have that's fleeting as we speak.
I don't know if you should fly off by yourself in the middle of the night.
Are you inciting me? Is that was for the wasps, wasn't
That
it?
was for the wasps.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's probably not a good idea to do it at night, but, you know, if we get a little bit of information where these things are coming from...
You said that these came from the northwest, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
The same direction I believe they came from the last night. Well, close enough to.
Same direction we are heading.
Yeah.
Probably we'll
Right.
find where they're coming from soon enough.
I'm gonna go to sleep. If more seem to be attempting this dome, we should all probably fight. But as it is right now, I'm gonna go back to sleep while I can.
Good night.
Hakshu!
Good night. Alright, well, back to this business.
Mikael being like,
Relax. A little.
Yeah, the wasps, you know. That kind of put a weird spin on the situation.
just a little.
A bit.
I guess it's handy that they can't get through this barrier.
So handy.
Yeah.
Helpful.
All right. The rest of the watch passes. Who is taking next?
Who are you
How much
guys
time do I
waking
get
up?
on the book?
Let's say. I'm gonna say 2 hours
Okay.
between throwing good berries at Sophie and then
A good use of time,
The-
let's be honest.
Yeah.
Honestly, yes.
the watching for the wasps to come in and then leave.
No. That took up enough time.
So
I'll wake up to Rosta.
I'll wake up Sophie. She seemed like she really wanted to be awake earlier.
okay.
What? Oh, is that... Okay, my turn.
Yep, here's your morning good Betty, by the way.
Fuck you. I mean, thanks.
No, no problem.
Just stop throwing them at me. Alright.
All right.
Who else are we waking? Darosta?
I woke up
It's
to
the
Rosta.
roaster.
Okay.
Give me perception.
Yeah.
+5.
Alright, let me add that 5 into there.
19 total.
Boy.
Hello, let me add a number. Oh, I see why. It was locked. Yeah. Wow.
The curse transfers to you.
I figured she thinks she's safe within the barrier, so she's like not paying too much attention.
Yep. Watch it starts out just fine.
Oh man. At least we're almost there, right?
Almost to where?
I don't know. Mikhail keeps saying there's a town in the center of this place. There used to be. Plus, it's one of the places we were told to travel, right?
I suppose so, yes.
Any ideas what, spell I should ready for tomorrow? I don't really know what we're gonna run into.
It's just hard to say because this one is honestly pretty useful.
I mean, it is, but I have a feeling we might run into the source of these when we get to town. Who knows what...
Do you think there would be something that you could do that would be more offensive or more like to help us out?
Yeah, I mean, do you think it would be better... There's a few things I could do. I could, do something to just make us increase all of our defenses, or... I'm not gonna lie, I do have something I kind of want to do to your sword.
Like what? It is a good sword.
Yeah, but just imagine if on top of its already incredible power, if it was just radiating with holy energy.
It does already light up, like it lights up with holy energy. How much more holy can it be?
Well, a lot. Zophie will explain the holy weapon spell.
Yeah, there it is. Me, the paladin, not knowing what that is at all. I'm sitting here like, holy
bonus
weapon.
action lasts
Holy
an hour.
weapon. Holy weapon. I don't know. I kind of like the idea of Circle of Power. Just saying.
Oh yeah, see, you knew. So, see, you're on to both the paladin spells. Yeah.
It's not like I was reviewing Aileen spells the other day.
No.
Anyways.
That could be helpful.
Yeah,
I would not
or-
say no to it necessarily.
My only other idea, although it would be much more short-lived, I could prepare something. You know what those stupid snowmen did to us?
With like the magical coldness
Yeah,
that they
that
cast upon us. Yeah,
freezing cones they blasted on us.
yeah, that was terrible.
I could get that ready in case there's a bunch more of those swarms. It could be good to take a bunch of them out at once.
It is an option. What? We have to find something here. Are there any options you think would help with that at all?
Locate object is a second level spell? I know it's like a second or maybe third. Locate object. What level spell is that?
I was like, what
Yes, I
levels might it
can.
have?
I can choose lower level spells and upcast
Ooh.
them.
5th level
Ooh.
fireball. 5th
Oh my
level
God.
fireball.
There's no 6th level. Never mind. Okay.
Oh, it's 6th
Maybe.
level? Damn.
No, find the patch is 6th level.
Oh,
Yeah, it
yes.
is.
Yeah.
Locate object though is 2nd level.
That could be an option.
Yeah,
So
locate object
I
is
do not
second.
know. We could either use all of our power together, or if you wanted to do something like that, it might help as well. But it is kind of up to you, really.
If we get stuck in the town, I think we spend the second day, and I'll prepare that. We don't know exactly how
That is
close
a good
we're gonna
second
get.
option. Okay. Agreed. This bog is terrible to walk through.
Yeah, I hate this. Ugh. Yeah. Well, I suppose it is dry today. I can get some work done. And Sophie's gonna go ahead and pull out the plushie.
As she
And
pulls it out, I will be like, "Did you get anything else in your head pop up that is new information?"
no, it hasn't. We haven't really had much
My
time.
blood did nothing to help you. What do you mean?
What? Sorry. What? Say that again?
My blood did nothing to help you.
Oh no! That's not what I meant. No, I. Let me. Hold on. Let me.
Was there any purpose
Hold
to doing this
on. Let
at all
me
in the first
let
place?
let the player pull up the Krabby Patty secret formula. Hold on.
Is my sacrifice even worth anything? No, I'm just kidding.
I'm going to steal the Krabby Patty secret formula one of these days.
No plankton.
Not today.
Except I'll be
Plankton.
successful.
Right.
God,
I will sleuth it. I don't know how I will, but I will.
I gotta. God, I always forget. There it is. I always forget where it's under. Alright, so I have that and that so far. Let me just open up, something else. Open my notes. Let's see. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I need to find... No, it's in here. Sorry, I need to find the list of... There it is. Let's see. I still need that. I mean, I don't know. While the blood, it's not just materials, are necessary, I feel like I need to get more work done on this. Maybe the next thing will pop in my... Well, I do need her blood.
Whose blood?
And Sophie will look straight across at Irina. Human.
Is there a specific reason you need her blood specifically?
Human. It requires regular human blood. I needed Harrigan's because it was the vampirism within it. I needed yours because you're not a human, but you're still a humanoid.
Well spotted.
I know I need humans next, and I think that's all the blood. Then I think that's maybe all the blood. Maybe.
I certainly hope so. But how are you going to convince her to give you blood? That is very it's a very strange question to ask her of all people.
Yeah, maybe we'll just kill somebody. Run into. I shouldn't talk like that.
A bit dark there. Okay.
Sorry.
Man, it's a good thing Zila is asleep.
I am honestly trying to help
Sheesh.
you and to be here to support you, not this, but you in this situation. So
No, you're right. And like I said, once we get to town, I'll get the supplies and we can legend lore, get some more information. I'll do everything I can to get more knowledge on whatever this is. But for now, I need to work on this. And I'm gonna spend however much time you allow me to add to it.
the roaster makes
I'm
a
gonna
face and just keeps watching
Yep.
around.
I'm gonna say the same 2 hours.
Okay. Cool. It's a long way to go.
It's not. Yeah, it's not a simple thing.
No, it's a process.
All right. Who are you waking up for the third?
I'll wake up Sela.
Mm.
Hey.
My turn.
Yeah, your turn. I
Alright.
didn't see any
I
more.
will awaken Irina, and I will tell Veselka if you don't mind helping out as well. Maybe you could help too.
She will nod her head.
I didn't see any more bees. Or we didn't.
There were not any more bees that I saw either.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Before we swap out for the day, I still can't decide. Tomorrow, for when we get to this place, wherever it is we're getting to, do you think it'd be better that I have a spell to help destroy those bees, or to protect us?
Well, do we know for a fact we're going to get where we're going to go?
I mean, if these were the walls, whatever used to be here can't be far.
If you want to roll the dice, per se, I think something that maybe empowers all of us would be very beneficial. Or something that takes
the
them
bees pretty good. Just saying.
defensive, or something that empowers all of us, in my opinion.
Okay.
Of course, anything that takes them out in mass would always be helpful. I'll leave it up to your discretion.
Yeah, thanks, Sela.
I'm gonna insight. Are you being sarcastic?
Yes, there is a slight eye roll.
Sorry, I'm not
No,
helpful.
it's fine. Also, I came to a realization. I could be using a better spell. I could be doing something
Okay.
better than this that I'm doing right now for us.
Perhaps you want to try that tomorrow?
Yeah. I think a private sanctum will be a little bit better.
Well, if is it going to still be this cozy?
Yeah. It'll also be a lot larger.
That's what I meant by cozy.
Yeah.
So we'll be able to stretch our legs, if that's the phrase.
Oh yeah. We'll be able to stretch our legs.
What do you mean? We're so cozy, sleeping side by
Oh,
side.
I'm sure
Shoulder to
Harrington and
shoulder.
Mikael are enjoying themselves.
Yeah.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Here's me realizing there's a much better, higher level spell.
Yeah.
Look, I don't play wizards often.
Listen, Harry.
Yo.
Hey, Zophie.
Is this the
Yeah.
spell I'm thinking of? Yes.
Tomorrow.
Talking about
do you
private
think-
sanctum.
Hey, Zophie, tomorrow, do you think we could have a watch together?
Oh, where are you going?
Work?
Oh, right. It's not Friday. Love you. Bye.
Bye, Becky.
Bye, Becky.
Do I need to repeat myself?
Yeah.
Do you think we could have a watch tomorrow, Zophie?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I'm assuming you're gonna go hunt Shu, because I'm getting ready to take my watch. So
Zophie
my
will-
perception +5.
Sophie will go to sleep.
There's
Oh,
a
okay,
good
I'll take it out
roll.
then.
There's a good fucking roll.
Finally.
Finally. Jesus.
Gosh.
Ghost? Hello?
Never mind.
Go-
I'll
go
figure
see
that out
Boy.
later.
Okay.
No, I was
What-
just really confused why you would choose Private Sanctum.
Why not?
Because all it does is just enhance an area that's a square and makes it secure. It doesn't make something.
Um.
That's why Ayaki used it in the room to cut off sound going to the
that's-
outside.
Yeah, that's true. It doesn't actually give us like a dry
It's not like
spot.
it's not a bubble, it's not
Yeah.
like a
I
mansion. It
suppose,
is just
okay.
it takes an area and says no sound can go in or out, no people can teleport in and out,
Yeah.
no light could go in or out. That's all it does. It does it.
The
Things
one
can
that
go
you-
through it just fine.
I'm
That you want to
Yeah.
set.
Are you thinking of Magical Manor? Mordekainen's
Magical
Magical Manor or
Mansion.
something?
Mansion.
Mordenkainen's
Mansion.
that's a 7th level spell.
That's-
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was like, yeah, there's
Okay,
no
I
way.
see back
Magnificent
everything we did as
Mansion
far
is
as
yeah,
the-
it's a 7th
yeah.
level.
Yeah,
yeah.
Mordenkainen's Magnificent Mansion is the 7th level.
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
better to do this one
no,
for
we're
now
gonna be
then.
cozy for a while. Anyways,
Still cozy.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure because I didn't want you to
Yeah.
take
No,
the
good
spell and regret it.
all right. For your knowledge, I am gonna prepare Dance Macabre. No, I'm kidding. I will prepare.
I mean, also.
Circle of Power.
Hey, I love it.
Fun.
Oh, what
Um,
does that do?
Circle of Power is that bullshit
Oh.
power that
Morstead uses.
No, it's not Circle. Well, yeah, it is sort of what
Kind of.
Morstead uses. But this is what Zuval used at the tournament fight.
Everyone will have advantage on spells and spell-like abilities.
And it gives them evasion. Got it.
Uh huh. It's bullshit.
Yes.
And that's
Yeah.
why
Anyway.
I'm putting it on my paladin.
Yep. Why do you
anyways,
Wait, what? Why do you have a little
Mhm.
person that says Zophie on your token, DeRosa? Do you not?
what?
Do you not see that?
Hmm?
No.
What? How does nobody?
No.
Oh wait, I'm stupid. Never mind.
I was like,
I was like, I don't know how
What?
to help you, but I don't see what you're saying.
Nope, I'm stupid.
Anyways,
It's a minimized character
if the
sheet.
DM would like to join me on perception
Oh,
checks,
okay. I see.
I did.
I rolled a
I
27.
will- There's Irina.
Uh-huh.
There's Vasilka.
Jesus. Is that with the +5?
Yes, it is.
Irina's
with
was
the
a plus
Okay.
5. Vasilka's is not. So Vasilka's is actually a 23.
Hey, yo, Vasilka, let's go.
She rolled an 18.
Damn.
So,
Plus 0 to wisdom.
with all of our powers combined, do we notice any wasps
Nope.
in the distance or anything?
Nope.
Cool.
And she all avoided them already.
Adorable.
Meow.
The random cat somehow appears
Meow.
in the hut. It is
As per
unknown how
usual.
it appeared here. It just did.
There's that cat again. Tell me you two see that.
Yes.
Okay,
quite
good.
pretty.
So it just kind of appears and disappears out of existence a lot.
You know, if it wasn't Barovia, I would question it more.
I already question it, but I mean, what don't I question, I guess?
True. I think. That sounds wrong.
I don't take it as an offense. I generally distrust anything and everyone, generally speaking.
You know, not a bad idea sometimes. I went a
Yeah.
little British there, putting an R at the end of it.
Yeah, but it causes issues. As she glances at Sophie briefly.
Long shoe.
I don't think that you were the one that caused that issue.
No. Something was nagging me throughout that entire time. Maybe It was my own naivety.
I think something is nagging at her.
Something absolutely is. I understand she took the gift to help. It's not her decision that I'm concerned about. It's what it could potentially do to her that I'm concerned about. We haven't seen the consequence. We've seen the consequence with, well, at least partially with Harrigan, I think. He's still not fully himself.
That actually reminds me. I'm sorry, continue. I just got reminded of something I need to do.
And Mikhail was Harry for a time. So there's consequences, either physical or otherwise. Psychological. I'm just worried for her. DM, is Zila aware that Zofia asked for Harrigan's blood?
I do believe that
think so.
Harrigan mentioned it the following day.
Yeah, I've got to have told you about it.
How about this? I roll a dice. High, you've told.
I'm-
Low.
Pretty sure the fact is you have. Like, I'm
I
pretty
think,
confident.
We've done
Okay.
this
We've
little
talked
number
about
before.
It's just
too.
nowhere in my notes does it. Do I?
I
think it was
believe that he
retconned in
mentioned it
that-
the following day because he had the bloodless condition and everybody was wondering why.
I remember him just saying something weird happened and left it at that. I don't. I would
I
have
do
written
believe that
down
he eventually
this.
clarified. I distinctly remember
in the
him
hopes that
talking
Zophie
about it.
has told you everything too, then that should have been brought up
I
as well.
don't
hopefully,
think-
So.
I don't think
pretty
Zila's been
confident.
told.
I think you have.
I'm-
I'm pretty sure.
I'm
I would
fairly
have written this
certain-
down.
The
I
whole
would have written this
party-
down. That's the thing.
But I
Because-
think that it
don't
was
know.
retconned in that Zophie told you everything afterwards. It was just like a blanket statement. Yeah.
I would have written this down because I was trying to keep track of everything that Zila knows about this. And the only thing that Zila knows really is that you took the gift. And that you have some weird thing going on with your plushie now.
No, I know Harrigan said that he took it, and I'm almost certain that Drosta mentioned offhanded that he had asked for her blood too. Or she had asked for
Thought
her
so?
blood too.
I thought so.
If you guys are okay with Zila knowing this knowledge,
I thought
will
that it was established that we
defer.
told you like, as a statement
I am
of
almost
fact.
positive you do know this knowledge. So
Because I have in my notes that like we established that like Zophie had to tell you a lot, but basically everything for me to give her my blood. So that was the whole thing. Yeah. Hopefully.
I will. Okay.
yeah, I would think that I am fairly certain that you should know everything.
Okay. The fact that she's asking for blood, the belladonna, I'm not. It's confusing as to what she's going to be doing with it. She says she needs to do something. I just don't. Has she asked for anything specific from either of you? Or do you know of anything?
I'm trying to think. Because Vasilka's told you what she knows. I'm trying to think if Irina knows anything different. No, I don't think I know anything different. I'm fairly certain nobody. No, because I know she's not been told any different. I'm just trying to think if she overheard anything different, but I don't recall her overhearing anything other than what's already been talked about. So, no, I don't know anything more.
What about you, Vasilka? You didn't so happen to overhear anything?
She will shake her head no.
I just don't trust this. She's asking me to, well, a couple days ago, before I went, she said to just trust her on it, and I'm trying to, I can't. Why can't I?
I don't have a good I can't talk in the accent tonight. I couldn't talk yesterday either, so I don't have a good answer to that, unfortunately. I wish I did.
No use in obsessing over something we don't know. We'll figure something out in the future. In any case, how are you, Irina?
Let's see. How well is she? That's not English. How good is she? That's the I am okay. It is it's not easy to trek through this type of terrain. Also, wearing this armor every day is really tiring.
I imagine.
Like, you don't think it is because, like, you wear it, you're not carrying it. But that gets just as tiring, especially in this stuff. This is like 30 extra pounds.
And I'm sure the water is not making it any easier. It's probably feeling like it's adding on a few extra pounds.
To my boots, yes. Although, that may actually be the case. I may have 30 pounds worth of water in my boots at this moment. As she, like, pulls off a boot and dumps water out of it. I was just standing here. I did this before I went to sleep, and did it again.
Technically, shouldn't this thing keep her dry right now?
That would imply that she doesn't, like, take her stuff off and set it to the side, and then it just
Got it.
didn't factor in the fact that in tiny tiny little place, set boots outside of safe dry ground.
Maybe
I said she's not intelligent. She's wise. She's not intelligent.
maybe put the boots there instead, as Zayla points to, not out in the hole, in the mud.
And no, that makes a lot more sense.
What about you, Vasilka? How are you faring?
Let's see. She,
What does
I'm
the
trying to think
lady
if there's
think
a
of the
way
water?
I should just put out her book and write good. I was trying to think of, like, another way that she could, like, motion or do an action to show it, but hey, I can't think of the sign language for good. I know it, I just can't think of it. So she's just going to pull out her book and write good.
Well, that's good. I think I would have preferred going down the cold mountain over this, but that's just my opinion.
She kind of like shrugs a little bit.
Hopefully we find what we're looking for in this bog, although I have no idea where to start looking. I believe we're here for a seed. And...
As Irina looks around at all the trees.
exactly.
I do believe that will be a harder task. I can't do that accent tonight. Harder task than I think that the people thought it might be.
For all we know, it could be under all the muck.
True. I mean, I guess if we find a very wooded area, we might be in luck. It does make things grow better, right?
That is true.
Although that's also presuming it's buried. If it's in a chest, it's not going to help.
I'm sure we'll figure it out soon. Does Irina have anything for Zila?
Not currently.
Does Vasilka have anything for Zila?
No, not currently. At some point, Irina will have something, but not currently.
Okay. Then I am good for the watch to finish.
Okay. As you guys, excuse me, I finished the watch. Everybody begins to stir and begins to wake. It is still dark outside.
Huh.
Well-
Sophie, you are aware it's about 8 o'clock in the morning and it is still dark.
Well, we didn't have any more of those wasps.
Yeah, that's good.
That is good at least.
It's because of the tree cover we believe that it's so dark.
That's what you believe. That is what it has been so far.
Yeah.
That is what it appears to be.
I'm just going to investigate something real quick. I'm going to bunny vampire walk my way up a tree.
As you do.
Normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Irina is gonna look at you and look at Mikael and back at you and back at Mikael and just kind of keep doing that as you walk up the tree more. She just keeps like just completely bewildered at the fact that Mikael thinks this is normal.
Uh-huh.
I find a rock that's out of the water and I start putting my candles around it. And sit on the rock.
There's a whole platform I made for us.
Yeah, he did make the stone shape doesn't
Oh,
disappear.
perfect.
The
Yeah.
dome
Oh,
does,
good.
but the
I
stone
go
shape
to that thing
stone
and I
shape
do
is
the
a
thing.
permanent effect,
Great.
at least as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, it's permanent.
I think
I
so.
thought it
Do I
was.
see
That's my
anything once I get
Um,
to as far as I can before it snaps?
Mm,
Ooh. As you begin to climb the trees, you do get to
Permanent.
where you can kind of see out the top, or at least kind of, what you assume is the top.
Mm.
It is dark and very heavily foggy.
Harrigan's alone, but he's gonna go through it. I'll become a wasp and fly around.
You fly up into the fog, and I need a perception check
No.
because as you fly up, you are immediately disoriented.
ooh.
You fly up just in.
Hold on.
Okay.
DM, I know we haven't covered this before, but here's the deal. Is the mist like magical in origin? Cause True Sight.
This is not the same kind of effect. It's a good thought. Technically speaking, yes. In this area, it is not the same kind of effect.
Understood. You said perception?
Yes. 22. You are able to find your way back down to the canopy and get back down below. If you would like, you are welcome to roll a religion check.
+1, sure.
Hey,
Ayo!
Dirty 20.
So you're aware of what the true sight can give you by this point, because you've seen it to effect. You've seen it work on simulacrum in the temple. This effect of this fog is not magical, it is supernatural.
Ooh.
Which is why I had
Interesting.
religion. This is not done via magic, this is by divine of some nature.
Okay. Huh.
Oh.
I never considered the two. I thought they were interchangeable, but yeah, that makes sense. Absolutely.
Because it's the difference between a supernatural ability and a spell-like ability.
So as I'm a wasp flying down the tree, what do I see everyone doing?
That's a great question. What is everybody doing? Well,
I am
Zerosa
checking
setting
my
up her
book.
ritual.
Candle ritual.
I am checking my book and then waiting around, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
Vasilka
just
is just sitting next to the fire.
keeping an eye out.
Mikhail's looking up at the treetops.
You see Irina is like
Aw.
watching Mikael to see what Mikael is doing.
Like,
And
I
why
thought
on
he was there,
earth-
but I didn't see him.
Yeah. And Mika, you see a look of bewilderment on Irina. She's not hiding the fact. She's told you that this is confusing to her, so she's not trying to hide the fact that she's confused by all of this. But she's got the face like, really? That's what you see is happening currently.
Yep.
Sophie,
I don't know what
are you
Sophie is doing.
Just kind of keeping an eye out.
Okay.
Nothing really special,
Yeah, just waiting.
basically.
Right on Irina's neck.
Oh my god.
Yeah, does Irina try to swat the bug?
Do you want us to try to spot you?
Irina's not paying attention to him, but if she hears the thing and feels a land,
Yeah.
she's gonna attack
Yeah.
I mean,
because she's a
Yeah.
fighter. It's instinctual.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is your
Yeah, probably
AC?
hits. Yeah, probably hits. I literally don't even have it up. Hold on, let's see. Wasp 5e. Do they have a
Probably
character sheet
like
for it?
a
Giant
10
wasp.
or 11.
It's probably
Giant
a
wasp.
CR
I'll give you-
null.
yeah.
Yeah.
It is a 12.
All right.
For a
Okay.
swarm, so that's what I'll use for the general, because that's kind of
Yeah.
implying that you're hitting the wasp.
Yeah, that's fair.
And let's see. Unarmed is a D4 plus strength.
Oh, Jesus.
Harrigan, you take 8 damage as she rolls a 4 and has a +4.
So funny.
So 1 damage is absorbed by the by the shape. The other 7 go through to you.
Wound 7.
So he just pops out of
So he
wild
pops
shape.
out and falls to the side of Irene.
Wait.
Because you immediately come out of shape.
Hello, Irina. How are you?
What exactly was
What
the game
in
plan
the
there?
world? she was confused at Mikael to now going, what in the... This is normal?
Are you okay, Henderson?
Yeah, that hurt. It kind of felt like I was getting a full force smack across the face, but it was like my whole body.
Ugh,
Yeah,
gross.
yeah,
Harrigan, what
yeah.
exactly was
Come,
the
let me help
plan
you
there?
out. Come on.
Oh, thank you. Oh.
Irina just kind of goes,
Ugh.
and it just walks off to go start
Fair.
cleaning her stuff up. She is so confused by this. It makes no sense to her.
I think everyone's confused watching this.
Mhm.
Like, what?
Like
Yeah.
the rope stops what she's doing, looks at it for like 2 seconds, it's just like and then just
Looks
Honestly,
up long enough to see Harrigan on his back on the
Night, Celtic.
ground.
Have a good one.
like, puts 2 and 2 together. He did some bullshit and then landed that because she hit him, and it's just whatever. Yeah.
Zila's deadpan face was the reaction there. Like, huh?
So I know I don't do this every morning, but I feel like it is an implied thing. I get up and like, oh, okay, well, brush. Here's your good berry. Here's your good berry. Here's my good berry. I heal 1 HP.
Fair.
As you walk by Harrigan, Zila sighs and then taps you, and you get prestidigitation.
Oh,
So you're not muddy.
oh, thank you. I even smelled nice and clean. That
A bonus. For
It's
all
gotta be
of us
better than
adults.
smelling like wet
Absolutely.
rabbit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
ugh, ah.
no, it's
Bonus
not
for the
very
whole
great.
party.
Like wet dog smells gross. I can only imagine a rabbit.
Yeah.
I think that was a
Especially a large
benefit
rabbit.
from both you and all of us.
The rest of us are grateful as well, yes. For
Yes.
sure.
Yeah.
Mhm.
DM!
Yes.
In Zila's head. How are you doing, Sergey?
And dry.
Bastard.
I'm glad for you.
Thank you, you should be. It's great. Hey, I lived in a pond for 700 years. I get to be dry now.
You know.
You know, that's fair. I suppose that's my fault for not being specific. Has she been giving you any hard time?
You know, it's kind of odd. She was for a while, but ever since we've been here, not so much.
I don't like that. Strangely enough.
You know, now that you say that, I don't think I do either. Because if you're concerned, I should probably be concerned. Is that how the... No,
Um,
wait. That's what's the other way around. I'm the patron. Wait a second here.
Ooh, listen to me.
I mean, yes, you are the patron here, and the fact, yes, this should be a concern of both of ours.
Yes, you're right. We're both concerned. It's all good. Good.
Okay, I guess the other question I have: did you see what Harrigan was talking about the other night? The chain thing on me, by any chance?
Let me see if he's noticed.
Ah.
You're gonna have a weird out of body moment for a second as he kind of
Jesus,
like
okay.
floats outside of you for a second. Nobody else sees him. Pops out and... Oh, that's what that is. That makes
Do
a lot
I
of sense
see him?
actually now.
Huh?
No, because it's technically in her mind, but it's not in her mind at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah,
the-
that's why I'm like,
Yeah,
out of body,
he's not
like,
technically apparating. It's kind of this weird, like, forcing a perspective of making her almost feel what he's seeing to make him be able to have the sense for it. It's a
Understood.
weird... It's a weird out of body experience for. It's like astral projection, but not.
Yeah, I was about to say, is it astral projection?
No, because astral projection, Harrigan would technically see.
Huh.
Because that's just into an ethereal plane, which technically True Sight, I believe, would allow him to see that.
Okay.
I think.
Is that what that is? Meaning, what do you mean?
The thing on your neck, on your wrist.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that
So
makes a
it's-
lot more sense now. I just thought there was a choice.
Why would that be a choice?
I don't know. Some people like to wear things on their necks and their wrists that look like chains. I don't know people. I've been a ghost for 700 years.
He's not kept with the times. He doesn't understand newfangled fashion.
Young people.
That is not chains on the neck. Obviously.
Why am I?
Yeah,
never mind.
no, that is definitely not a choice of mine.
Also, I can't read what that says, so that probably doesn't help.
Yeah. Do you know if there's a way to maybe get it off? I don't like the idea of them even being there.
Well, now that I know they're there, I can try to think of something. I didn't know you didn't want them, so I would just, I haven't been trying anything, so.
He just thought you were goth.
Pretty much. That's basically what he's saying without saying it.
No.
You just assume she was into chokers and
Yeah.
bracelets.
Oh my
Honestly.
god.
Oh my
The most
God.
beautiful, holy combination of the two most degenerate things. Goth girl slime monster.
Hey, he's from 700 years ago. You never know, man.
You know, Sergey, if you can figure out a way to get them off, please. I don't like the idea of them being there.
I mean, I can try. Nothing is going to. It's not going to be immediate. I have to do some
Of course, I don't.
tinkering and trying things out. So, but now that I know you don't want them, I can try something.
Thanks for everything.
You're welcome. He is the person that is way too happy in the morning.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
is.
That person.
The
Although he's just happy
juxtaposition
all the
between
time,
these two
so that's
characters.
not really that
He doesn't need
surprising.
to sleep though necessarily, so
Yeah, he's just always happy, so it's not really that off-putting. But at the same time, it's very off-putting how somebody can be that happy all the time.
Hi.
Yeah. Hi, Arctic.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. Hi, Arctic Wolf. Okay. Yeah. That's what Zila wanted to talk about with Sergey. That was
A conversation.
Not what you expected, was
that
it?
was a conversation. He was so happy. Like, okay.
That was not the conversation you expected, was it?
Nope.
That's the thing with Sergey. Always expect what you don't expect.
Uh-huh.
And you'll still do something that you don't expect.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. How well do I hide this?
That's a
Hold
good
on,
question.
let me roll a deception.
Okay.
Okay. Zila's expression doesn't really change too much.
I think Harrigan might be the only one whose passive would see through that.
Yeah. But I don't think Harrigan's
Yeah.
paying attention currently.
No.
Oh,
No,
Zophie would
he's
see.
actually
Zophie
getting his
would as
spells
well.
put together.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Zophie would, because Zophie has a 21 perception.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody else does. Zophie and Harrigan would.
But this
But
is
Harrigan is busy.
Wouldn't it be
so.
an insight?
Oh, it would be. You right.
You want an insight here?
If you're
Well, it
paying
would be
attention to
passive,
Zila in this
unless
moment.
you're watching
I
her.
think I
Yeah.
would be. I only
I
roll
didn't
above
say to
20s.
Sophie that I would
19.
Jesus. Okay. You get a
Mm-hmm.
it's a roller coaster of emotions. At first, you get a sense of her going, "Really?"
Mm-hmm.
Then there's also earlier on a momentary note of like concern, like a wait what kind of situation, and then
Okay.
towards the end you get a sense of like these are all like very very subtle like expression changes that I feel like only Zophie would get just because of how long she's been around Zila now, where you see genuine thankfulness. But these are all very subtle expressions, as if she was having a conversation in her head.
Okay. But, kind of makes sense that Sophie's used to seeing in your head expressions.
Yes,
Hold on,
exactly.
I gotta roll
That's why
something here.
that's why I'm saying I feel like,
It makes sense.
it makes sense.
So Zila, you
Yeah,
hear in
hi.
your head from Sergey.
Yeah, hi.
I want to try something.
Okay. What
Uh,
is it you want to try?
He is going to attempt to make the connection to Zophie using you.
Oh.
He's going to attempt to do the telepathy, basically piggybacking on your ability to do it.
Okay.
Interesting.
I rolled a 17, so he's going to do this. And
Okay.
Zophie, you're going to hear in your head, boo, and then do something else.
I'm gonna make a wisdom save because it's fear.
Yeah, sure.
That makes sense to me, right?
Yeah,
That's
sure. Absolutely.
Yo.
Let me
Do
roll
I
him
beat
a-
his DC?
Yeah, do you
Let
beat
me
his
let me
DC?
roll what his
what's Zo.
yes.
What's Sergey's DC on his
Yeah.
spells, man?
Yeah.
Well, okay, let me think.
He's
He's a
cast
cleric.
regenerate. He's cast regenerate, so he has at least 7th level spells.
Oh no, he was a 20th level cleric,
Ah, shit.
Oh, okay.
but it's a matter of what did he. Was he an optimized cleric? Is the different story because this is Sergey after all.
Considering that his charisma is supposed to be really good, he's supposed to
Yeah.
have Riz, right?
He's got. I think he's probably got an. Let's see, clerics are wisdom, right?
Yep, they are. Yep.
So he's got a good con. Actually, no, he didn't. He didn't have a good con. He got killed very easily. So not a good con.
Poor Sergey.
Actually, he was
I'm just-
murdered, so probably he sucked.
But he did use
I-
a longsword, right? So
Listen,
that means he
he
had
did.
to have at least a strength of 14.
Yeah, he had a decent strength, which is again not uncommon for a cleric. And you know he wore at least a breastplate because it manifests on you during your form of dread.
Yep.
And you've seen him in the full when he first
Yep.
appeared to you guys.
Yep.
So he had a 14. He would have dumped Dex because let's be honest.
Dex and base con, maybe.
Yeah. But no, he probably would have had a 12 just to help with some concentration.
Okay.
Giving him a little bit of a bonus to concentration. Intelligence, he dumped.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
8, 10, 12.
yeah.
I feel like
Yeah, we're
that
looking
sets
at like
him
8,
up.
10, 12, 8.
I feel like that sets him up for a really good wisdom.
Yeah, he's probably got a 20. He's probably maxed on the 20.
Yeah.
And then he's
if
probably
he's
got
a
a
20th level character, then I
12.
don't
So
make
that
it
would be
18
so that would be a
minimum,
19 DC.
or...
19 DC.
Either way,
or-
it's above what I
or-
Yeah.
rolled.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you are technically afraid now of Zila?
Okay, so I just
Because that's where Sergey inhabits, technically?
failed it. So yeah, Zophie's just like looking at you like, who is she? Ah! Just out loud, like,
what puts two and two together? Hey,
that's not you. That's not
You
you.
okay,
And it's
Zophie?
not. Who's in there?
honestly, at this point, who's not? And then Zila just goes to Sergey and is like, What did you do to her?
You know, I just may have made her afraid momentarily. Just for a
Alright.
moment. I didn't do it long term. I can if you want, though. That would be really funny.
We'll return to that, maybe.
Okay.
Might be an... Maybe.
He says way too happily.
Of course he does.
That's why she goes, maybe.
I get to be the Chaos Gremlin of Sergey. It's great.
And Zila says out loud, you know, I didn't see that actually being a possibility, but that's neat to know that that can happen now.
So I'm sorry. Who?
It was Sergey. Don't worry about it.
I
wanted to try something.
Tell him he's a dick.
I know.
His expression is just a deadpan now.
He is laughing in your head.
I'm
Not like
happy for
obnoxiously
him.
loud over everything, but you can definitely tell he is laughing.
Right, so what are we doing today? Are we going to go right in and explore? Are we gonna keep walking?
Yeah.
I say we continue in.
Before we head out, though, DM, can I request a bio break?
Yes, I was actually going to
Okay.
suggest that because I need to use
Bio
that for
break.
myself.
Okay, cool.
Burb.
Alright.
Burb. Thank
Burb.
you.
Won't be long.
Just like quick 5-10.
Yeah, let's be
Yeah.
back by 10 after.
Yeah, that sounds,
Sounds good.
Five-
5 if
Yep.
possible
minutes?
minutes.
Let me go.
What the
Hiya.
fuck did I roll there? Okay.
We good. We Gucci.
Uh-huh.
I still love the moment of like, wait, I'm the patron here. I should be concerned for you.
Right.
Like,
I couldn't
Yeah.
pass up making him do that. It was just way too funny.
like, wait, if you're concerned, wait, I'm the patron. I should be concerned. Yeah. Wait a second.
It was that moment of like, wait. I'm the one that's the patron. I'm supposed to tell you when you should be concerned. Wait, how does this work? Oh man, that was just too funny. All right. So.
Yep.
I need to ask, as you go about this day,
Mm-hmm.
what direction are you planning to go? I need to know specifically which way you're trying to take this so I can narrate the appropriate things.
Question about the walls.
Yes.
Did they appear to be in a like a semicircle, like they were in some sort of arching, like not just a straight line?
It was really hard to tell because they're just kind of scattered throughout this.
Over time.
It looks like it collapsed and then over time has been washed or moved away. They're too old and set to be able to distinguish.
Gotcha. Alright. Well, my vote's
It's a good thought though.
My vote's generally north, unless somebody else has an opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Do we
Take
want
our
to
We want
choice
investigate?
to-
make.
Well, hold. I might have an idea for this.
Do we want to
I have?
investigate where the wasps are coming from?
I like that idea too. I will not lie.
Yeah.
Because if that's the case, Harrigan and Mikhail said that they came from the northwest last night.
We could go that direction then.
Okay. Move your marker on the map where you're anticipating trying to go.
To here? Yeah?
Yeah.
I would like
Maybe
to
even
keep
a
an
little-
eye out for any hag-like activity.
What?
What?
Here?
No,
the swamp?
in the swamp?
Yeah, definitely not in a swamp. It's not like she was in a fucking bog the last time.
Hags don't live in bogs. That's
Fuck,
silly.
we're dealing with my backstory.
That's absurd.
You know where
Fuck.
your hags are.
Yeah,
A
they're
windmill.
They
little
could have
though.
moved. They could have moved.
You're not wrong.
They could have moved.
You're not wrong.
Besides,
All right.
technically, Zila doesn't know. She knows that they've been seen over there. Anyways. Anyways, I want to keep an eye out for any hag-like activity.
Okay. I need survival from the person.
Survival.
You get advantage as well as a not bless. What is it that I have? Guidance. Because I have guidance, and I should use that more often.
Well, at a 16.
Okay.
Terrible rolling.
So you are able to continue kind of making your way toward the north. As you guys begin to get kind of closer and closer into the area, you do begin to going to grab the party token, and you get to move to a new map.
Yay! Map.
Ooh, yay!
Fun.
We love
Nice.
maps.
We love
As
new maps.
you guys begin to get closer and closer, you begin to see more and more things that start to look like ruins.
Okay.
But at the same time, as you begin to get closer and closer, the fog gets thicker and thicker and thicker.
This is all good signs.
And also, point of note, it is still dark.
Hmm.
Despite
Can
what this
I-
map is going to look like.
Can I do a quick
Ooh.
druid craft? What's the weather for the next 24 hours look like?
Unknown.
Oh.
Ooh,
Well, that's
ask
spooky.
again later.
Again.
Ask again later, yeah.
Damn
You get the
magic.
magic 8 bar
Wow.
response of ask again later.
Wow. Okay.
It is the first time
Huh.
you have ever received something like that.
That is a little bit. Can I insight the fucking?
I feel like that's Arcana.
Yeah, that's more of an arcana.
Yeah.
But you're welcome
this
to
ain't
roll
gonna be
it, sure.
great. This ain't gonna be great, but might
I'll
as
believe
well.
in
Why
you.
not? Oh, okay. I thought that was gonna be a
Woo!
one. Yeah.
It's hard to tell. There's something in place that's interfering with it.
Yeah.
But as to what, it's hard to tell.
To my more magically inclined friends, anyone have an idea why my druid craft will be telling me to that it's like I can't do anything that's like in character. Ask again later. It's errored out. It seems a little broken.
No.
Four. That was only 4.
Okay. Drosta and Zophie, you
Jesus,
do
the
feel
fucking
that there
twos.
is something interfering with the magic in this area. It's not like anti-magic field or anything like that, because he did cast. Magic did
Yeah.
happen. But there is something actively in the area that is messing with something, messing with that kind of magic, or magic
Um,
necessarily in general.
Well, maybe there's something about this land, or if somebody was controlling the weather, then you couldn't predict it.
It is this place.
Yeah, I suppose that makes sense. It's
What
just,
kind of weird magic is happening to block that effect?
yeah, it's a
Yeah.
bit wild.
So what do we see looking in this general direction?
Yeah.
Fun fact: right now, where you guys are, you can't see any farther than this.
Great. Thick fog.
You can only see about 120 feet in front of you.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh.
And since y'all got dark vision, you basically what in the
So each square is like 40 feet?
the grid is not to scale. One square is 100 feet according to this.
Mhm.
Jesus, it's a fucking Mississippi River.
Yeah. Each in my based on my scale, each square is about 50 feet, which is why I tried to draw 3. It was kind of a rough estimate of 120.
Okay.
I kind of guesstimated
So-
120 and just did 150 because it was
Just to
easier.
clarify, it's just like it's really cloudy outside, like, or like nighttime-ish, like twilighty kind of lighting, or like how would
It
you
is
describe
still like
like pitch black. What?
it's not. It's more like very very early twilight. Like the sun has just started to show some rays over to where you can see more, even if you don't have dark vision. You can kind of see, but it'd be like in the summertime if you're out at like 9:30 at night, where like I can see, but it's really hard to necessarily make out exactly what I'm looking at because it's
Okay.
I just more see the shape, and I can't
Mhm.
really tell the distinctions.
Hmm.
As long as it's not like pitch black, that was my concern. Okay, we're good.
No, it is not pitch black. It's not like magical darkness you can't see at all.
Mm-hmm.
It's just more of that, like, it very obviously is not supposed to look this way. Something is doing this, and is keeping it at this weird, really early twilight / late dusk amount of light.
I suppose let's move forward then.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
I can't move.
let me unlock that. Token movement. Move slowly in case I need to narrate things. I'll let
Divine
yeah,
sensing
like I said,
the first time, just for once while I walk into this space.
divine sense. Okay.
Like out here, I'll do it again later when we get toward like the town part of the town.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay.
Boop.
As you guys
Okay.
get to about here,
Okay, cool.
you begin to see coming through the mist a dozen moss-covered menhirs, large stones,
Okay.
form a near perfect circle in this area. These weather stones range from 15 to 18 feet tall. A couple of them lean inward as if to share some great secret. I need perceptions from everyone.
Hearing?
This would be
Look at me, DM. I rolled above a 10.
I would say
too.
you could do hearing. It's going to be a higher DC,
Oh,
but I think
get-
hearing could apply.
does not matter.
All right. Let me roll. Okay. All right. Skill. I need to roll for the NPCs. Yep. That checks out. That also checks out. Harrigan, you're the only one who sees this.
Damn it!
Damn.
As you beats it,
21?
the
Damn.
Why is that so
Anyway.
high?
stealth check,
Jeez.
Okay.
Oh.
you see
That's why that was
a woman hiding behind one of the pillars trying to cover up a light, like a lantern.
Fuck off.
Everyone stop.
Oh,
And do you guys see the woman? Just to the
Where?
left of that one over there.
so high. A woman?
Yeah. Looks like she has a lamp she's trying to
I
cover.
squint.
I look.
It's very difficult to see
How far away
her.
is she?
She's from where you guys. She's close to that 120 feet.
Dang
Okay.
it.
Do I see?
Still far
Okay.
She's probably about 100 feet.
Okay. With that, what is my true sight? Do I see anything with the true sight? I think it's
Your true
120
sight is
feet.
60.
Harrigan,
I
you don't
think
have any
it's
way to like get rid of the fog, do
120.
you? Like temporarily even? Like wind? Just wings?
You know,
True sight 60.
that would be nice. Where is this set?
It's under your senses on your front page of your character sheet.
Notes, no. Main. True sight 60. Raj, my bad.
No, you're good.
Um,
It's a valid question.
I'm not in preparation. I'm in combat. Let's call it. Da, 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 da.
I need to change this music score. It's too happy.
Yeah, it is. Way too happy.
I might have something, but it's kind of reckless.
That's.
How reckless.
Wall of fire reckless.
Oh my god,
Oh.
you're gonna kill somebody. No.
That's an escalation, I think.
That is
That's
a
yeah.
They're
little.
looking at us, and your first reaction is to murder them with fire.
Maybe we
And I
say
wasn't going to
hi.
try and murder them. Just set a line up so that maybe it dries out the air just enough for us to like see
Uh,
around it or some
That
shit. I don't fucking know.
that feels like a waste of a really strong spell.
Yes, yes,
I
yes.
think-
That's yes.
If you don't
think
have
we-
any spells, that's just okay. I was just wondering.
Well, if you guys want, I could invis run up and see what the fuck's going on. Otherwise, we can just approach.
I think it's just better to approach.
I agree.
They've seen us at this point.
Yeah.
At least we have seen one of them. I assume that there might be more, so be on the lookout, I suppose.
That's a good idea.
Be alert.
Just in case there are more. Who knows?
We are
Mm.
alert.
We are actively searching.
Yep.
Mr. DM.
Okay.
Ready for a potential surprise.
Uh,
Not today.
Can
No
you make
surprises
out
here. Maybe.
anything
We'll
about
see.
her, Harrigan? I can barely see her.
I cannot see.
DM.
where she is, you'd have to get a little bit closer to get much detail on her. She is outside of what is technically your sight, your sense range.
If I might
So-
recommend something as we're walking up here, we should probably not walk directly to it because, you know, maybe just like angle a little bit, and as we get closer, we slowly turn in and we're like, ooh, what's this? Or something. We don't want to
Right,
just
it's-
walk straight to her because
Lead
then
the way,
she's gonna
Harrigan. We'll
bolt.
follow you.
Sure.
We'll follow
Okay,
you.
cool. We do
Lead your
a kind of parabolic curve walk over to it.
A little.
Okay.
No, just a little. I can't draw.
Indirect pathway here, yeah.
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 A
So-
little. Just a. It's not letting me draw. Anyways.
I'm not sure why it's not letting you draw.
I
But-
don't know. That's fine.
Um. Okay, you guys begin to kind of make your way. And like as you guys begin to make your way in lazily in that direction,
Mhm.
as you guys are kind of making that, she is like continuously like moving around the pillar to avoid where you guys are walking.
Mhm.
To try and stay as much out of sight as possible.
Mm.
Mhm.
As you begin to get closer, Harrigan, since you do have true sight of 50 or 60,
Mhm.
she looks like a peasant. Like she looks like just an average lady.
Mhm.
Hold.
Who is out here. She has a lantern in the one hand. And she's trying to
If we
like
get
kind of
within
cover it up
30,
with
I'll
the
do
other.
Hmm.
this thing once we get within 30 feet of where she would be at.
Isn't it
Okay,
60 feet?
Can you ping what that actually does? Because I know I don't do that right.
It's so we do it more of
So let's
like
show
intention
elemental,
of
fae,
like
fiend, or undead.
evil vibe or something like that, but like not specifically
Yeah, I always,
the creature
I mean,
type.
I have fun
Yeah.
with it being an evil character as well. If
So
you'd be able to do
flavoring
that,
it
but
in that direction. But like, is she trying to murder us or not? It's like, is she like
Yeah.
someone that would be more ill-intended,
Um,
either whatever race she might be?
as
or
you
not,
begin to get
even
closer
or
with
not.
that, you do not sense anything coming from that.
Okay. I will tell the party. Well, it does not seem ill-intended toward us, at least. So.
We just say hi.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
let's just say
can we
hi.
just-
I don't think
yeah.
she's any. Yeah.
Let's do it.
Hello.
You want to come out and talk to us, maybe?
How close are you guys when you're trying to call out to her?
This is within 30, so. I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're within
Yeah.
30 at this point.
Yeah.
She is gonna continue just watching all of you.
One of you slime folk, can't you take the cover off of her lantern? Just make it obvious.
I don't want to scare her.
That might freak
Ah,
her out.
okay, well.
If you don't remember your first reaction to us.
Alright, I guess I've just become used to you.
I think so.
Huh. Well, anyway, lady, we see you over there hiding behind the rock.
That was just my little check.
She just continues just watching.
Yeah, that's an insight.
Does she look like she's looking
Yeet.
at us or beyond us?
That would be an inside check as well.
Okay.
Yeah. I
have
want
no
to
Besides
trouble
reading her
know.
body
with that.
language.
I want to know. Does she hear us? Register what we're saying
Hey,
and
yo,
just
me
choose
too. This
lady's
to
fucking deep.
hide? Yeah.
What is going on? Here?
Harrigan and Zila, it is hard to tell. She is not giving away her body language very well, or very much.
Mm-hmm.
Mikael and Sophie, freaking 26 and 24. Jeez.
Hi.
Yep.
She is very. She seems to be very wary and cautious of all of you. She's just kind of. She's studying you guys, but also looking past you and around.
Does it look like she's looking for something else? Like less that she's concerned about us and more that she's concerned about something that might be around us.
Yeah, you would. Yeah, she looks like she's not too concerned about what you guys are doing, but she's definitely like she's watching all of you because you're here, but she's definitely keeping her eye kind of. What they would say, her head on a swivel, where she's kind of.
Yeah.
She's not like drastically looking around, but like you can see her eyes are kind of darting side to side and up and like looking
Yeah.
around everything. She's not just like focusing on you all as you come closer.
Okay.
Okay.
This is why I didn't bother rolling. But just to make sure I wanted to be included with the rest of the group, guys. So yeah.
The poor Drosta.
The rest is just like, I don't know. She doesn't seem to be. I don't know.
Ma'am,
I'm just
we
gonna
don't
kind of put hands up.
we don't bite. Do you want to talk to us maybe?
Most of us.
We
I
do.
whisper.
We are strange looking, but I promise we're rather nice.
Very friendly.
Hmm. Give me
I
a
would have
persuasion.
all cat parts out because, like,
I am letting DeRosa handle the persuasion roll. We are assisting you.
Guidance.
So I promise we're very nice. We want to come and talk if you were okay coming to talk to us. So okay. So we got guidance. Is that true?
And you're getting
Yes.
assistance from everyone trying to calm her down.
Okay.
So
I can roll
advantage.
advantage.
Do it, Charisma Caster.
I have one job.
Oh
God!
my
Oh
God.
my
Don't forget
God.
the guidance. Don't forget
Hey,
the
one more
guidance.
7
Oh.
and you win the fucking lottery, though.
Oh.
Hey,
I
look
got
at you.
+4.
19.
19,
Look at
okay.
you.
I'll take it.
Jesus, Steve, what the fuck?
I had
She's-
advantage, but it didn't matter.
She's going to look at all of you. What are you doing?
What do you mean?
We are exploring.
That is a stupid idea.
Why?
Do you wish to
What is
die?
To what?
But
Not
kill
No,
Dave.
but we
particularly.
don't know what is out here.
Then I would get over here and hide.
Okay. Let us
Okay.
go
I
and
walk
hide.
over.
We walk over to hide.
What are we hiding from?
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose.
As you guys begin to get closer, she begins to like pull and get you behind the stone. As she continues looking out and around.
What are we
I'll
hiding from?
make a
Do
perception
you all have a
check.
death wish or something?
No, we're just very
Most
confused.
of us do not. But no, we are actually just confused about what is happening here. We're on a hunt to look for something?
I know what you're trying to do, but
Do you?
stupid.
How could you know that?
Who are you?
What
Who are
exactly
you?
do you?
As you look at her face shifts to a raven and back.
Oh,
Oh.
Hi.
Oh, I see. Hey, here's your good Betty.
Why didn't you lead
Jesus.
with that?
She grabs that and eats it.
See?
All
Now
right.
that we are
Well,
acquainted better. Okay.
so I repeat. What are we hiding from? What should we be afraid of out here?
The
Exactly.
thing in there. As she points, you can't really see much in that direction, but she points in the direction where you can kind of start to see vague shapes of buildings.
Okay, the town.
Okay.
Yes.
What's wrong
What's
with
in
the
the
town?
town?
Scarecrows, ghosts, and a hag.
Zila's
got it.
eyes narrow. Fucking hell.
Wouldn't happen to be any
Because she
wasps
actually
in
does know
there or
this. I had to
something.
look to see what she knows.
Oh, God.
Jeez.
Well, that would explain why she's been so quiet. All right.
Who is she?
Don't worry about it.
You know, if you tell somebody not to worry about it, they're going to worry about it.
Hey, keep
That
your
is
voice
actually rather
down.
concerning to say, don't
Jeez.
What are you doing here, by the way?
I'm scouting for her, the hag.
Okay.
She keeps sending the stupid scarecrows over to attack the family.
Oh, okay.
Does she have a vendetta against you specifically or something? Like the family?
Like, we don't like Strahd.
Well, yes, we know that. Same.
How many scarecrows?
How many fingers and toes do you have?
None, technically.
Harrison, how many do you
He's
have?
got paws.
I didn't even think about that question.
Do you count each as loads of like claw parts as toes?
I walked into that one.
3, 4.
I'm
5?
sorry. I saw an opportunity.
you-
Do you have dew claws as a bunny?
No,
You are-
I'm
yeah, no,
humanoid.
I
I
didn't
got
even think about
5
that.
fingers, 5 toes. I'm
Which
just gonna go
hag
with that.
is it? There's 3 of them.
No, not those ones.
So this is
This is
a
a
different
Oh, a
one.
different
There are
one.
more hags here?
There are more of just about anything in here.
Okay. Well, the only good
Correct.
hag is a dead one.
You'd be right, but I don't know if you have the ability to kill that one.
Does
What
she
do you know
have a
about her?
name?
Does she know? I need to see if she knows her name.
We throw out
Isn't
her
there something
name.
spooky about hags? You shouldn't say their name or they like become aware of you or something.
That is a good
No, not that I'm aware of.
I feel like Zila would know this.
I don't think that's a thing.
I don't think that's a
don't know, is it?
thing.
I don't know. Harrison's just being
DM.
superstitious.
I feel like somebody from the Feywild would have that superstition totally.
Can I have advantage on
Definitely.
this fucking
Yeah,
roll?
definitely
Jesus
a name
Christ.
situation. Yeah.
Yeah, you and names just in general.
There.
You have to assume you would be like, yeah, the names. You can't.
Names are
Yeah.
important.
Names have power.
Not me giving myself advantage because I'm tired of rolling so dead.
Well, it would also make sense because you grew up with
Oh, yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Zophie, it's not really it's not known of saying their name will do anything. You do know that you shouldn't give a Fae your name.
Yes.
Zophie's
that's-
not
yeah.
doing the thing though.
I didn't do the roll.
Oh, that
though.
was you rolled. Sorry, you rolled perception. I misread.
Yeah, no. I
Yes,
mean, I
hi.
can. Here, hold on. Let me see if I can
Hi.
make that make sense.
Sure, with a 12.
Sure.
Base level of what a Fae is.
Yeah,
You know not to tell them their name.
fair.
Zila, you would know that saying the name of the hag won't do anything.
It won't provoke them coming after you to know.
But
to say
it
their
is
name.
not a good idea for them to know yours. By any stretch.
Yeah.
Mm.
As you're well aware.
As I am super well aware.
I have to figure out how to. Here we go. Let's try to say this name in this accent. Her name is Baba Lysaga.
Papa.
Baba
Close,
Lysaga.
I think, yeah.
Baba Lysaga.
That seems to be
Baba
accurate.
Lasagna, as Crumbs kept calling her the other day.
Baba lasagna.
Ah, this is Baba
Lasagna.
Lasagna.
Yeah, she kept
This
saying
is
that, and I was
Baba
like, Crumbs,
Lasagna.
they don't know her yet. Shut up.
Could you spell that in the chat, please, DM, for the note takers?
I want to say
yes.
it's Lysaga.
LASGANA.
Lysaga. I nailed it.
Yes.
Oh
Yeah.
BOLOGNA.
Yeah. Bologna
so
lasagna. Got it.
Does Zila know anything about this specific hag or not?
Distinct Baba Yaga.
I
Zila
don't
know.
think
Zila
I
does
do.
not know this hag.
Okay. Does anybody else know anything about this hag? Is she like a mythical hag?
I know anything about this hag?
Yeah,
Yeah,
why
does
don't I'm gonna have
Mikael?
you and
A very
Irina
infamous hag.
roll.
Yeah.
You're gonna get history at advantage because this is your land.
Party.
Guidance.
And for you, for different reasons, she does not get advantage. But you do.
Oh no.
Sheltered.
You beat her by 1. She didn't have advantage
Yeah,
and got a
well,
19.
Oh
Okay.
Not that sheltered,
The
apparently.
two of you would be aware of old legend about Baba
Oh, shit.
Lysaga. You know that she has been here since as far back as anybody knows. She is. She was here with the Von Zaroviches when they took over the area.
Oh yeah, does Sergey know
She came
Baba
with
Lysaga?
them. That's a great question.
Ooh.
Let me roll to see if Sergey can remember.
Because Zila will ask him.
Here.
Ooh, you might get some really good, interesting lore on Baba Lysaga if you can
Yes.
remember this.
Does he know her
Question mark?
personally?
Jesus. Oh yeah,
We'll
she
see.
used to be the cult maiden.
Okay. And it's a history.
Which is intelligence.
Yep. Okay. Let me see.
We already said that he dumped his intelligence, so it's -1 at the very least.
Yeah, but here's the interesting thing.
Nat 20.
Mhm.
Did he nat 20
No,
it?
it's not. He didn't nat
Aw.
20.
Did he nat
but-
1?
Due to who Baba Lysaga is,
Oh.
he
No.
would know even on that.
He knew who
Hell
she
yeah.
was before she was
It's
a
pretty
hag.
distinctive.
Yeah, it's
Having
not.
Having a patron is so nice, guys.
Having a patron who
Only good
resides in
patrons.
your head.
A patron that resides on in my head that I can just have on speed dial is so nice.
Okay.
Basically, I get the 2024 warlock being able to contact patron.
Basically.
I love this.
Like, ring, 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 ring. Hey, Sergey.
Sergey.
Hey, Sergey.
Sergey is about to lore dump on you.
Hell yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well,
like
I'm so
this.
excited.
Not so he's not. You're not going to get everything about her
I
because
don't
there are
care.
things that he's not going to know.
Anything helps.
Anything else right now.
But you are going to know about actually he'll be able to give you almost all of this lore from this page because it's all things that he's going to know. Well,
D30 it.
actually, yeah. He's gonna know at least a part of this.
Okay.
But he is going to speak up in your head.
Cool.
There were. What is the name I have not heard in over 700 years? Well, I should say, no, the person I have not seen in over 700 years. It is true. My brother and I do know her. She was our mother's midwife before she became a hag.
That was
Though
close.
she was a little crazy. She was a practicer of very dark magics. And she kind of had this weird obsession with my brother. I don't know the whole story. I was younger than him after all. I was not alive. I just know from what my mother said. Although it could be exaggerated. I don't know. All I know is that she used to cast spells and things around my brother's crib. And somehow ensured that he would be able to do magic himself. I don't know how that works. But eventually, she became so obsessed with him that her mother banished her. And then she was forced to leave and flee the kingdom. I don't know how she ended up here, or how she became a hag, although I can probably deduce the latter. But she is obsessed with my brother, which is probably why she is here. I would advise caution if this is truly her. She was powerful back then. I do not know what she is now.
Well, thanks to Sergey, I have some information about her. Blah!
Mm-hmm.
Helpful.
Oh.
Do you think she would recognize the letter that we have for Strahd's invitation?
To Sergey, would she... Zila looks at you, confused, and then go back to her head. Would she recognize his handwriting, maybe? We do have that invitation from Strahd.
He was not old enough at the time to be able to write. She was banished when he was but a babe. I do not know if... I mean, surely she would recognize the seal, but whether she would honor it, I do not know.
I relay.
Okay.
Okay.
If she is truly this powerful, and we have 2 people now saying that we can't handle this, I think we should reconsider how we approach this. If at all.
Well,
Madam Eva told us we had to come here to do this thing, so we cannot just not do it, in my opinion.
yeah. We took the time to get all this way. And if this is a hag, we can't risk them teaming up with your hag.
DM, this is my
Mhm.
information of hags. Would Zila know that hags are incredibly, oh god, what's the word?
They're incredibly territorial.
It's not just incredibly territorial, but they think highly of themselves to the point that it's amazing that they
They're
even
very
lower-
vain.
Vain, yes.
Yes. Hags are incredibly vain creatures. You would be well aware of this.
Good.
Yes, hags are very incredibly vain creatures. To the point where has been many a hag's downfall. Your own hag mother, I'm gonna call her. Because I can't think of another word to call her right now, and that's the easiest way to distinguish her right now.
Hag mommy.
No.
No, I said worded it
I hate
specifically
that so
in a very
much.
specific way.
I hate that so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You would be aware that your hag has her coven that
Because
you
she
have
made it.
met because she
Mm.
made it. That is typically the only way that a hag will work with another hag, is if they created their coven, because that is their coven. Hags typically do not work together unless there is some far more dangerous or potentially beneficial thing
For all of them.
for all of them involved. And even then, it's a very tenuous allyship.
They will work together only to the point where they will then kill each other.
Pretty much. Yeah, hags aren't known for working together except for within their own coven. And that's
Yep.
because they made their coven, so they have dominion of them.
I don't think she would work with this one.
Hags are
They're
evil.
very vain. They're very self-important.
Hmm. All right.
The only reason why she has a coven right now is because she made some.
Well, either
So maybe
way,
this isn't a fight.
Are you suggesting we make an allyship?
What? No, I was saying we like sneak in, get what we want, and then get the fuck out.
And if we
Sorry.
are located,
I did
our
not mean that kind
fallback
of not a
is
fight. I meant like don't attack her on sight. Just
Right.
run
Right, like,
and
don't,
hide.
don't,
like
don't
that
go in
idea.
swords all lit up and blazing, you know.
Yeah.
We can just walk in and see what is going on, maybe.
all right, I understand. No stabbing old ladies. Got it.
Yeah, don't
Oh,
stab,
Lord,
don't stab
please.
grandma
Don't
this
start
Don't
time.
stabbing
blasting until we
grandma.
all start
Please.
blasting.
Don't
Please.
stab
Keep-
grandma Astra.
Don't stab
Keep
grandma first.
Yeah.
No, please keep your way of playing. Absolutely touch every item. Stab the old lady. Let's see you initiate this combat, man.
No, I refuse. But
Have you been spying on her for a while?
Yes, I am tasked with spying and relaying the information that I gather back to the rest of them so that they know when to expect more scarecrows. Thankfully, they don't have to deal with the druids and the scarecrows, just the scarecrows.
Yeah, we kind of had to. We kind of dealt
Yeah,
with
you
the
all
druids.
made sure of that one. That's the only reason I didn't stab you all when I first saw you.
Nice.
As you look down and you can see that she's like in leathers and robe, and she has a sword and a dagger, one on each hip.
yeah.
You can see the glint of it in her lantern.
Well, I'm glad you trust us enough not to kill us on sight. What
Yeah.
abilities have you seen her do? Other than obviously create the
I
scarecrows.
have not. Aside from that, I have not seen her do things myself. Nothing comes down in this area, so I don't see her do anything. She just creates more of the scarecrows.
I don't suppose you've seen any wasps in the area, have you? Swarms of them.
Yes, they are also her creation. They're scouts of some form.
Does she have an area that she likes to hang out in, or like a route she walks?
I have only caught glimpses of her. I do not go anywhere closer to the city.
That's probably smart.
That's fair.
It gets dark like this when it is the new moon. She does something every new moon, but I don't know what it is.
Is that something I could
Or maybe we could use that.
Oh,
Would I know of any rituals that a hag might do at a new moon?
Give
I would
me
almost like to make a check
religion
because my people
checks.
has sun and moon experience in their background.
Yeah, give me religion
Wow.
because it's not a magical ritual technically.
Zila guidance.
Cool.
Oh my god, you didn't need it. You should've given
I
it to
don't care.
myself.
I'm so excited that I'm rolling now. Holy
yeah.
fuck.
Yeah.
We love
Anyways,
rolling.
23.
You don't know.
Okay.
That's a needed a nat 20 for
That's
that.
scary. Okay. That's 11 o'clock.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Midnight here.
Yeah, we're not doing battles tonight, by the way. If you enjoy
Yeah.
the battle,
Yeah.
it's just done. The session's done for the night.
I have.
I'm just gonna pull that out right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Is this area right here fairly safe? Well,
This here is about as safe as you're going to get. the some for some reason the wasps don't come here. But I see them rove all around.
Is there anything special about the spot?
Not that I'm aware of. It's just a bunch of stones.
Oh, what else do you know about this actual
huh.
place itself, like the town or the city,
The town?
like the buildings?
I know a lot of
the
things.
stones.
Let me bring up what she knows about the towns.
If she knows anything about the what this place was before, yeah, maybe.
What she knows, let's see. We already talked about that. All I know is that the city specifically used to be long time ago was a city that had been flooded when the river rose. That's hard to say. And flooded it, wiped it off. Sometime thereafter, the hag moved in, and she is rumored to have some type of hut in the middle of the city
Typical.
that she lives in.
Go figure.
But she also flies around in a giant skull.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, that's lovely.
That's
She
no.
flies around in a literal giant skull.
Huh.
It's really
Okay.
I hadn't heard
creepy.
of that one.
Does
It's
the
so
skull
creepy.
is the skull on fire?
No, it's just a skull.
Can we lock it in the
But it
room?
flies.
And she flies with it upside down.
What the
So like she
fuck?
sits in the bottom of it. It's
Huh.
really creepy.
Okay.
Does she know?
I
Never mind.
There's also I hear goats. I assume she eats them.
Probably.
But I hear goats.
of course. Look,
But that's about all I've got.
do you feel like your spells are adequate for this?
For the scarecrow, probably. Her, I did not know. I mean, I'm willing to
Okay.
try, but
Okay.
we do not know what she's capable of and stuff.
Look, I'll be upfront with you guys. I feel like it would be best if we sat here for approximately 8 hours doing light activity. Because I would like to swap out what I have prepared for casting. It is probably not very good for this.
You also said during the full moon, right? So if we
I mean,
wait
the new moon.
New
the
moon.
new moon. So if we wait, this fog should go away.
Is there a new moon soon?
The fog gets lesser. It never actually goes away. Mikael, why don't you roll me a nature at advantage, since you would be the one most
Oh.
susceptible to knowing if there's a new moon or
That's
not.
a
You would know
good
what kind of moon
point.
it is right now, probably. Yeah.
Good advantage.
With
Yeah.
advantage.
You would be aware that there is going to be a new moon tonight.
It's the new moon tonight. I know this.
I think that is good.
It's
Otherwise,
like, as
I
the
am
person
concerned.
most susceptible to moon moons.
Yeah,
that makes sense. That does make sense.
You
You're
know,
least
you're right.
afraid of
It's-
moons tonight.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's a thing. It's a
Yes.
legitimate thing in
Honestly,
werewolf
though, it
lore,
is.
even in
It
D&D.
is.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
They are
Yeah.
susceptible to the full moon.
Well,
All right.
if that's
So,
how it's
okay.
got to be, I sit down and I
My
pull up my book.
concern with doing this is that if she has some kind of tie to this new moon thing with a ritual, could that be bad for us afterwards, maybe, or no?
Is she more?
What
I
are
think
our
what if
thoughts
she's
about
just
this?
distracted? Right? Maybe this is the perfect opportunity.
To go right now.
Well,
To go
tonight.
right now? Oh, okay.
Tonight, but not like, but
Right?
not way longer
In the
after
night,
that.
she'll be
but...
doing whatever her weird ritual is that we don't know, but
Mhm.
she'll be busy. We
That's
can sneak
true.
in and take what we need, and then we can leave very
I
quickly.
would not want to wait longer, is my point, because if she has something that makes her more powerful after this is done, I do not want to risk that.
By the way, who is carrying that letter right now?
You had
Probably
it.
in the bag of holding.
Whoever,
was.
wherever it is, could I recommend that Dorosto holds that? If we are spotted, she can go, wait, please read. Maybe.
We
Maybe.
are immune.
Just
Diplomatic
maybe.
immunity. Haha.
Just fucking maybe. It will let us get through.
That is quite a stretch if given that.
Sure, I'll hold on to it. Okay.
I mean, there's a possibility that she has ties to him right now, but if that's the case, then why did her wasps attack us the other night?
Maybe they just
she's-
attack anyone coming near.
Or she was not aware that we have this letter.
Given that she probably works with him, I don't know why she would not be aware of that, but maybe she didn't care. If
Does
she's
she
been
work
around before he
I mean,
was.
she is old and powerful, right?
If she is obsessed with him, I'm assuming that they are at least not enemies.
She's mad. Sorry. Sergei said she was banished. Maybe she isn't, his minion like
Maybe.
all the others. She is something
That is-
else, separate.
Okay. Yeah,
Mhm.
maybe. We don't know.
Which, if she's something entirely separate, otherwise that letter probably has no power. So, but it's something, I guess.
It's worth a try, I
Look-
suppose, if we get into a bad situation. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying this is like our for sure ticket to freedom or anything, but there's a chance that she'll read it and say, you are friends of Strahd. Carry on.
Friends is a very loose term.
Friends is a very loose word, but I believe maybe acquaintances. Maybe. That's
Yeah,
still
maybe if
friendly
we get
enough, is
caught.
it not?
You know, I did not believe them when they said that you all are such a strange bunch.
Oh no, they were actually correct. on
Thanks,
all
we
accounts
wear
on
that
one.
badge
No,
with
they were
honor.
100% correct. Sorry, carry on. I just had to make that
We were
observation.
strange before we got all put into this area, but now
I
we're
don't
extra
know. I
strange.
feel like I was a little more strange after I died.
I mean, I'm a were-raven, so,
That is true.
We don't even know where to start looking, though.
And we won't know until we look.
I'm just saying that we need to be incredibly careful.
Oh, I agree with you.
Sure.
But we cannot avoid it. We cannot run away from this. We have to go in there and see what is going on.
That being said, how are we going to get across this river to her then?
Is
Or
it a
to
river
the-
or is it just bog water?
It is. This is actually close. This is actually the river. But if you get a little closer and look in, it is not very deep. It's maybe 2-3 feet.
We'll walk across.
Is it flowing?
Flowing's a relative term. It's moving. It's not really what you would consider flowing.
We're going to.
talking
It's
about the
more
river?
just
to.
the
if we're going to
gravity
pass-
is making it slowly move.
Okay.
If we're going to pass through this river, we're going to have to go through it incredibly quietly.
I have the ability to cast Water Walk.
Ooh.
How many of us
Which is
can you
also
get that
why I
on?
would like. Oh, that's a great question. It's.
It is, isn't it?
Up to 10 willing creatures you can see within range for an hour.
Oh, wow.
Concentration.
So, like I said, I would like to long rest to be able to cast some different spells.
Sure.
Okay, back to my
We
reading.
shall wait here.
I'm
Alright.
going to join the Raven Lady on watch. What's the Raven Lady's name?
If she wants
Oh,
to share it
my
with
name
us.
is Muriel.
This media.
Muriel.
Does this count?
Muriel. Okay. I'm Zila.
Ah. Hold. How do I?
Well, I'll go through on the line. I'm the Rosta. This is Sophie and Hergen and Mikael. You know, Irina, Bazilka.
Hey.
Don't you know us already? You're where were you, Ravens?
Well, she has heard of us, but all of our
I
names.
know your
specifically,
names. I don't
knows.
know who you are.
Oh, my apologies. Back to
From
Raven.
my
By
understanding,
the
when
way.
you're meeting someone for the first time, it's generally good politeness to introduce
Oh,
yourself.
that's not. Wait, yeah, that is that. So the bubble is active for this, correct? Or that would be this. During a
Press
shorter
the
one,
little
yep, that
side
would be
button.
this. That'd be this. Hold on a second. Control A, copy.
That is... Yeah,
This.
that's
There
Hearth
we
and
go.
Home.
Yeah, this one is Hearth of Moonlight and Shadow. The one I sent
Yeah.
first is At Home in the Wild,
At Home in the Wild,
Yeah.
yeah.
which is a different thing? Or is that Druid?
It is technically a different thing, but they go hand in
Yeah.
hand technically.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm going to join the... I'm going to join Muriel on the watch of the hag.
Okay.
I will also go up there to look around, keep some eyes out.
Okay. Vasilka will also assist with the watch. Irina will take part of the time to sit and rest, but then she will help with the watch as well. You guys can kind of take shifts watching. So we will pick up with this next time.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Can I ask
Can-
one question before we
Yes.
go to Muriel?
Yeah.
But
Have you noticed any maybe potential weaknesses that she might have?
I don't know if she can walk because she flies around all the time.
She could be very old and decrepit. Who knows?
That
Outside
is
of that, I
something.
don't know.
I mean,
She never
that's
does
more than
anything openly other than just make more scarecrows.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I assume
Maybe
eat
that's her
goats.
only power. She only makes scarecrows.
Okay. Just figured I'd ask.
Well, it's a valid question. I wish I had a better answer, but I don't go any closer than this.
I don't blame you.
Fair. Very fair.
All right.
Anyways, that's the question I had. Sorry.
Nope, you're fine.
Wait, I got one more question. Zila, what is this word?
No, my God.
Point it out to me.
All right.
Like, that.
Well. With
Exuberant.
Wait.
that, I'm gonna go
Thank
ahead
you.
and send the raid out with that. Oh my goodness.